Yeah. Oh, boom. Oh, boom. Oh, I was like, good gracious, ass bodacious, flirtatious, trying to flirtatious, looking for the right time to shoot my steez. It's gonna be hot in here. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC, chiming in from the great state of New York. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me loud and clear, loud and clear. We got to keep it cool today. We got to keep it cool, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? See what time we got here. Okay, we got enough time to get those prayers in the air. I see everybody. I see. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, we looking good over there. Can you guys let me know how I'm sounding over here? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know how my audio is. Thank you so much, Batty Land. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. As you probably can hear in the back, we got the air on today. We doing this hustle and flow style because I'm going to need some assistance. I got some cool cloths over here. I done brought out all the water that was in the fridge. We about to get it on, you guys. It's about to go crazy. It's about to go crazy today. But what we got to do first thing we got to do is not complain. Let's thank the Lord for another day and the fact that we here together and we able to see another day. How about that part? Woo! Let's go, you guys. Let's get those prayers in the air. I want to thank the Lord for another day of being here, of having good health, good spirits, good love, and great family and good people to be around. I want to pray for a great show, fantastic commentary, making sure that I stay fair and not on one side, making sure I stay bipartisan and letting this thing flow the way that we normally do. Want everybody to stay comfortable and be really good and get all the information that they need. Want to pray for everyone's health. Want to pray for family. I want to pray for goodness. I want to pray for life as well as our friends and our animals. Who we praying for this morning? I see Miss Wanda came in real early. We got Jay Wood, Jeffrey Spilker's in the building, VG, Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno's up in here with Jeffrey Spilker, Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice. How you doing, Liberty? How everything going for you this morning? I see you in here early. Lawrence is up in the building. How you doing, Lawrence? Miss Keisha, Batty Lynn, Angry's up in here. That one song, 420, John Patrick, my brother Teddy Marcel. Okay, we got to get some other shout outs out here too, Miss Keisha and Jay Woods. I see you, Miss Wanza. We got to get on up there and show some love to, let's say, Terry. Can't forget about Teddy's here though, but we're going to still give you some love. Luigi. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman, Sam Champion, Casey. Can't forget about Winter Rising and Angels Among Us. Can't forget about all of our people. You guys got to get as many as we can in. Let me see something right here. Amen. I'm sorry. Amen. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Whoa. Hope we got it. And we wind it up. Mm, 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 mm. Wind it up. Mm, 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 mm. Wind it up. Because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. Whew. I think it's 6 o'clock here. Mm. Okay, had to go. Mm. Olay. That's right. I knew it was coming. I said, wait a minute, 59, we gotta go. Amen. Hope everybody understood that. And you know what I gotta do right now? I'm gonna use this, open up these pores, get as much as that cool air as I can get, and open up those pores. You guys, ain't the months going by so fast? We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those, uh, uh. It's Wednesday the 20th. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this is our bottom line. But we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that just got me lit. Hey everybody, I hope y'all having a fantastic Wednesday. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Time for us to get into some trending topics, current events, and much, much more. That's right, you guys. I hope you guys had a good evening. And I know everybody know these temperatures are rising. They're like, he still got the suit on, even though it's hot. Yes, I gotta work and do what I gotta do. I'm gonna just try to stay cool in the mind and in the spirits and try to stay in front of these fans as much as I possibly can. But I got to do what I got to do. I got to bring you guys these trending topics, current events, and much, much more. So without any further ado, y'all know what I'm about to say, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from, what city, what state, because I really love to get information from where you guys are. Why? Because I really go investigate and I got to make sure that we're being fair to everyone. You guys just got to stay calm when it's those segments, if it's not, in the scope of the nature of the places that you are. But then again, it might be something that you guys may be interested in. Again, we got a lot of different cultures and a lot of different people here. I like to make sure everybody gets something. You know what I mean? Also, you guys, like I always tell you, all I want you to do is try to stay on point, try to stay on topic. And any trolls come in or whatever like that, we turn our backs on them, and then we got the right people to come in, other family members, we'll get rid of them because they hate to be ignored. So you guys know what's next, right? Because it's time to what? Let's get into these titles. Let's get into these titles, you guys. Let's go, Trump. What did Trump say about the terrifying San Diego mosque pow-powing? Always happens after the show goes off. Yes, it was another outbreak, another situation where 3 people lost their lives in San Diego. Also, the 2 pow-powers allegedly pow-powed themselves inside of their vehicle. So you guys, that's a breaking story. Craziness still going on. And it's just the beginning of the summer. Let's keep on moving forward. What else do we have? Why has a judge thrown out? Yes, that information that the judge was, the defense attorney was fighting for on Luigi Mangione's behalf, got thrown out. Some of the information that was very important. A judge yesterday threw out key evidence in the Luigi Mangione case. Will this make a difference on the verdict? We will see. We're going to get into that clip as well. Last but not least here, we do have some breaking information. I want to ask you guys myself, and someone is basically saying this, but is Dr. Fauci's pardon possibly null and void if it was done by the auto pen? That's just something that's going around, but it seems pretty weird how he's so rich right now. He's got a pardon and he's living in a lap of luxury after so many people. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Let's double tap that screen. Let's get it going, you guys. It's time to get to work for Hump Day Wednesday. Let's do what we do, you guys. Hope everybody had a fantastic evening. I'm gonna get this. Let me get this video started for you right now with this breaking information. What else am I gonna say? You might want to get some iced coffee today. Ice water today, some iced tea today. And Lisa, let us know if we can make some iced coffee out of your 55 coffee house. That'd be a good summer brew right there. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get to work. Okay, let me get this audio up. Hope everybody had a good evening. It's time to get into it. Hate to do it like this, but it is breaking, at least here, the mosque pow-powing. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about it.
The shooting at San Diego's largest mosque yesterday. 2 teenage suspects were found dead in a nearby car with self-inflicted wounds. Police giving this update on that.
Actively investigating this as a hate crime. There are details and information that we are investigating as to exactly what those what the hate speech or the hate words were that were conveyed. It was definitely hate rhetoric that was involved.
We're still trying to learn more about this. So is Matt Finn, our reporter on the scene there in San Diego. And Matt, good morning there in California.
Okay, Lisa said new version of Dirty Chai coming.
Investigators are working to
Recipe.
determine exactly why these 2 young men, 17 and 18 years old, shot and killed 3 people at this Islamic center that on any given day has lots of women and children on the property. And Justin Fox has obtained a photo The 17-year-old Kane Clark, one of the teens believed to be responsible for the senseless act of terror that took place here yesterday. The San Diego police chief calls this shooting a free society's, quote, worst nightmare, and says it began yesterday morning when police got a call at 9:42 a.m. from a distressed mother who reported her son left a note behind and ran away. 3 guns were gone, and her son possibly wanted to take his own life.
Several of her weapons were missing. Her vehicle was missing, in addition to her son. She also said that her son was with a companion and that they were dressed in camo.
That police chief says as officers were taking in information from the concerned mother and realizing the threat was growing, they got reports of an incident at the Islamic Community Center and dispatched themselves, where 3 adults were found dead, including a security guard who's being hailed as a hero for saving lives. Police scanner audio reveals the terrifying moments as this shooting unfolded. Like that. One with an automatic weapon, one with a shotgun. I'm gonna grab these 2 victims and give you the training that
He said we're going to grab these 2 victims and do life-saving measures. 10-4, grabbing victims and doing life-saving measures.
Grabbing victims and life-saving measures. Police say around the same time they were making entry, they got a call of a car a few blocks away that had shot at a landscaper who was going to be okay. And a couple blocks from that scene, they found the 2 suspects dead in a BMW from self-inflicted gunshot wounds. The police chief says there was hateful rhetoric involved, and this is being investigated as a hate crime. Bill, Dana, anyone?
I think I got a little bit more on this from the mom's perspective. I think we possibly do. Do we have something here? Let me see something. No, do we? No, no. Okay, yeah, I think that's all we have on this. That's a sad situation right there, you guys. I don't know. Really bad right there. This is totally not good. I want to pray for everyone that's involved in these situations and hope and pray that this is not something that's going to be ongoing. There's really no excuse for anything like this. Don't know how this happened, and hopefully they can get down to the bottom line of what happened here. I'd like to pray for the families of the victims who lost their lives in this situation as well. I'd like to pray for all of the families and everybody involved as far as the 911 first responders and anyone who may be injured in this. Please, we're going to pray for a 100% recovery, you guys, mentally as well as physically. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up early this morning. So let everybody know that we over here. We also got to keep on moving forward because as you see, yeah, sad situation. We've got President Trump that has been asked by a reporter how concerned he is about the election integrity in the midterms. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap. Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr.
In the blue. Yes, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. On election integrity, so a lot of Republicans, including you, are speaking out against a massive mail-in ballot era in Maryland.
Yeah, terrible.
How concerned are you about election integrity as Americans are heading into the midterms?
I'm very concerned about it. I'm very concerned about mail-in ballots. We're the only country in the world that's doing mail-in ballots, and a mail-in ballot is, by just the nature of it, it's going to be corrupt. So many people handle it. You go into a well-run voting booth in a certain state, pick a state, but you go into, and I mean, they look at, even me, I went in Florida and went to vote, and they said, "Sir, I hate to do it. I'm so embarrassed. Could I see your identification?" I said, "Really? Do you really want to do that? Please, sir. I'll lose my job if I don't do it." I was very proud to hand her identification and everything else. I mean, you want to have proof of citizenship. You want to have a voter ID. You want to have all these things. But to me, maybe the worst of all is the mail-in ballots where they come in. So, as you know, in Maryland, 500,000 fake ballots were sent out. When they were caught, they said, "Oh, we'll pull them back," and they issued 500,000 new ballots.
Speaking of 500, if we can get up to 500 likes today, you guys got some merch coming out. We're going to be sending out 6 keychains from Our Bottom Line. That's the decal right there, the decal logo right there. Also, we have decals, just the decals. 6 of these pieces are going to be coming out as well. 6 keychains with the Our Bottom Line logo, as well as 6 decals, you guys, if we can get up to 500 likes. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up and see if we can do that today. Let's keep on going.
And as you know, they never got the original ballots back. So there are a million ballots out there. Many of them went to Democrats, and it's a very serious thing. And I'll tell you, I've lived in Maryland for a long time, and I know Maryland pretty well. And I was told that it's automatically a Democrat state. And I don't believe that because I think I did really well there, and I don't believe it. But the issue is you just got caught recently, 500,000 ballots, illegal ballots were sent out, and they were totally fraudulent. And then they said, oh, we'll pull them back. Well, they didn't pull them back. And they have 500,000 new ballots go. So what happens to the original? Are they going to come in? Are they going to come in and infect our system? So it's a very, very serious thing that's happened. And I've asked the law enforcement to look at it very, very strenuously. I want to thank you all. We're so proud of it.
Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Somebody said, I want to know the situation with RFK and the sun. What are you guys talking about with the sun? What are you talking about? I have no idea, songwriter. What's exactly the relationship between RFK and the sun? Go into it, songwriter. What do you mean? Let me know. Let us know what you're talking about. Is he affected by it? Like an albino or something? Could be, if that's what they say. Let's get on over to Iran, where we got the developing stories where they're responding after Trump puts a strike on hold with Iran. Yes, we got to get back into that, you guys. It's news, and it's what's happening on the top news, actually.
Off on strikes that were scheduled to begin.
How everybody doing?
So, hello, big meeting today from the White House. I'm Ilhan live in New York.
Thank you, Nancy.
Tuesday morning. How you doing, that boy?
I'm good. I'm Dana Perino, and this is America's Newsroom. So let's get you to the news. Today, President Trump is reportedly set to convene his national security team at the White House in the Situation Room. This is they weigh next steps on finishing the mission in Iran. So whether that's through combat or diplomacy, that's the point in question.
So now the president's saying that U.S. forces remain ready to attack at a moment's notice, but there's diplomatic momentum prompting him to hold off, at least for now. We were getting ready to do a very major attack tomorrow. I put it off for a little while, hopefully maybe forever, but possibly for a little while, because we've had very big discussions with Iran, and we'll see what they amount to. I was asked.
Good morning, Tutu,
Saudi Arabia, Qatar,
Jillian, Fate,
UAE,
Nancy,
some others.
Jonathan.
Put it off for 2 or 3 days, a short period of time, because they think that they are getting very close to making a deal.
Meanwhile, Israel is keeping a close eye on all of this. It has been 3 months since Israel and the U.S. launched their joint attack on Iran, and the Israeli military is on heightened alert and remains in lockstep with its U.S. partner.
So now let's get to it. Alexandria Hoff reports.
No, I got some other stuff to get into with General King right now. I want to see what's going on out there on the battlefield a little bit. Let's see what's going on with Jack real quick.
Other countries have come to me and they've said we were getting ready.
Let's
to
see
do
what
a
they're
major
doing.
attack tomorrow. I put it off for a little while, hopefully maybe forever, but possibly for a little while, because we've had very big discussions with Iran, and we'll see what they amount to. I was asked by Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and some others if we could put it off for 2 or 3 days, a short period of time, because they think that they are getting very close to making a deal. And if we can do that, where there's no nuclear weapon going into the hands of Iran, I think, and if they're satisfied, we will be probably satisfied also. We've informed Israel, we've informed other people in the Middle East that have been involved with us, and it's a very positive development, but we'll see whether or not it amounts to anything.
That's President Trump at the White House yesterday, pausing military action on Iran. That military action was planned for today, but he's pausing it at the request of Middle East leaders, he said. A new round of serious negotiations happening right now, according to the president. He said a deal will be made, and it will include no access to a nuclear weapon for Tehran. But if a deal is not reached, the president says a full-scale assault on Iran will resume. Joining me now is Fox News senior strategic analyst and chairman for the Institute of the Study of War, General Jack Keane, back with us. General, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. What's your take on this plan? The president's set to hold a top-level national security meeting today in the Situation Room, but he told us that military action was planned, but he's going to take a pause on it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, we've been at this since April the 8th, when we went into a ceasefire mode with the hope for some kind of a negotiated settlement. So we're about 6 weeks into this, which exceeds now the amount of time that we were at war when we went to the ceasefire. And likely, if that war had continued, it would have been over now by a number of weeks. So here we are, looking for a deal, and what the Iranians, I think, are up to, and what they have been up to since the ceasefire, is to put some things on the table that look appealing, but yet not willing to really make a deal that makes any sense and is acceptable to the president. And their objective is really to drag this out because they believe in their mind time is on their side. There's more political pressure on the president with the midterms coming and also more economic pressure. And therefore, they would think that at the end of the day, he'll just walk away and not do anything more. That is kind of what they're seeking here, in my view.
Yeah.
It remains to be seen if this deal has got any meat on it. All the other ones did not.
All right, let's see. Let's keep on moving forward. That was a good way of looking at it. That's why I wanted you guys to hear from him. He's been doing this for a very long time. The general has been around. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to Kentucky. That's right, you guys. Let's go to Kentucky. Primary exploded over Trump loyalty to different divisions. Let's go over here and see what's going on in I'm sorry, as the loyalty to and GOP divide. Sorry about that. Let's get over here to Kentucky, see what happened going on in Kentucky.
Mary's big one over the weekend, Louisiana. Bill Cassidy lost that challenge. And then tomorrow, Kentucky votes in what is now the most expensive primary race in history. Think about that. Trump-backed candidate Ed Galbraith looking to oust the Congressman Thomas Massie. It could mark the second big primary ouster for the president, depending on the outcome after that successful push on Cassidy over the weekend. Kentucky Congressional candidate Ed Galbraith with me now. Sir, good morning to you. Thank you for saying yes to coming on. We're reaching out to Thomas Massie. We'll hope to get him on as well. What do you think's the morning, Bill? Greetings from Kentucky. Thank you. What do you think's moving in northern Kentucky in that district? Well, that's easy. These folks are moving to remove Misrepresentative Massie from Congress. What I hear when I talk to the good people, these 21 counties out here in Kentucky Congressional District 4, is that they recognize he has gone to Washington, D.C. and betrayed them. He has blocked the president's attempt to unleash our economy, reduce taxes, build the border wall, restore national security. He even joined.
Is Massie in trouble?
Ranks with the radical Democrats to restrict the president's responsibilities as a commander-in-chief of what's going on in the Mideast now. At every turn, he has betrayed us. Nearly 85% of this district voted for President Trump in the 2024 primary. All that to say, he has been called Misrepresentative Massie. Bill, thanks for the question.
All right, let's keep going. That's a good enough amount of stuff for me to hear from y'all because I got more to do. I got to double tap. Make sure you guys double tap that screen because this is a little bit more interesting right here. We're going to get on over to Washington. We got some Democrats and Republicans kind of going at it. We got Tim Scott and Elizabeth Warren. Hey, 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 hey. Come on now, you know Pocahontas. They clash over an amendments as far as rules and rules over conclusions of amendments. Just a little bit of tennis ball back and forth. Come on, check this out, you guys.
About an hour ago, I received a request from a couple of Democrat members to add 5 amendments to make this a bipartisan outcome, and I decided to do so.
So, Mr. Chairman, I object here. You cut 16 amendments from the members of this committee. We agreed, you said, no, we got to our numbers and said, these are our numbers. And now, all of a sudden, you have decided to rule back in 3 amendments, I take it from Senator Lummis, that you originally ruled out because it will be more convenient because somebody gets a vote. You just said, as we started this, the rules are the rules. And that you're not going to pick and choose and say, oh, this is going to help that one along, or it's going to help that one along. That you were going to apply the rules across the board. I came in here with one set of rules and understood that that was the case. So if you're now going to rule arbitrarily that you've picked 3 out of the basket to add back in, 3 Republican amendments to add back in, then I think you should rule that all of the amendments are back in. We'd like all of the Democratic amendments back in. And I'm particularly looking at Cortez Masto, number 16. This is an amendment that was requested by the National Sheriff's Association. It would close a massive loophole in the current bill that would make it, right now, the current bill makes it harder for law enforcement to go after cartels and criminals that are using decentralized platforms to launder money. Or how about we do Reed Smith, number 95, for example? That's the amendment that would prevent deposit flight from community banks, which Republicans are clearly afraid to vote on. So it seems to me, Mr. Chairman, following the rules you announced at the beginning, either we know all the amendments when we walk in and that's the end of it, or if you're going to start opening that up, let's open it up to everyone, not just three amendments on the Republican side.
Actually, the amendment that we just voted on, number 79, was not agreed to as well. We substituted it based on the request of Alston Brooks to allow you to have that amendment, and I did so. And as you said at the beginning of this hearing, that I have the right as the chairman to pick and choose which amendments we wanted. And based on a bipartisan, which I'm not choosing between Republicans and Democrats, I'm actually choosing for Republicans and Democrats to have these final amendments in order.
You know, with respect, Mr. Chairman, you didn't say to me that if Alston Brooks wanted to yield her spot over for me to add another amendment, the consequence would be that Lummis would suddenly get three amendments that had been ruled that they would not be held and they would be out of order. I just don't understand this process.
This is a Wikipedia definition of no good deed goes unpunished. These were bipartisan bills. So, Mr. Chair, maybe instead of considering them here today with the ranking member's objections, can we just get an agreement that they'd be baked into a manager's amendment on the floor?
Let's see what happens out of that. That was on the 14th a little while ago. Just wanted you guys to see a little bit of back and forth with some of your favorite people. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. We got to go all the way to Maldives. Yeah, we got a serious situation where we got an elite team of Finnish recovery divers that have taken up some remains from tourists who lost their lives in an underwater Maldives shark cave. What are they doing in a shark cave? They found the bodies and partial bodies of some of the people. This is going to be telling if they find a lot, you guys. Let's get on over here to Maldives, if I'm saying this correctly. What are they doing in a shark cave? Remains of tourists who died in underwater. Okay. So I guess they're retrieving the remains.
Whether they took the correct precautions, whether they had the, the necessary planning, that's yet to be determined. And we believe that the retrieval of the bodies will itself reveal a lot as far as that part of the investigation is concerned. But that doesn't take from the fact that cave diving in itself is very, very dangerous.
They were cave diving. He said that does not take away from the fact that cave diving is very, very dangerous. Imagine you diving in a cave and jaws just show up. Ooh, Lord, I know that shark was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Mm, 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 Oh, my God. For what? What is the reason? Like, for what?
It's actually a very, very challenging dive. Number one, because of the depth. Number two, because of the actual terrain, because that specific channel has strong currents, strong downdraft, downpour, and the conditions down there, the visibility, for example, once you enter the cave would be almost zero. That's what we've been told.
So what the hell are you doing going down there?
Well, they had a permit. There are certain certain gaps in the research proposal because we didn't know that they were diving into the cave. We didn't know the exact location they were diving, and at least two of the three who sadly lost their lives was not on the list of researchers that they had submitted to us. So we didn't know they were part of the expedition as well. So
they researching, going down there, messing around with some sharks, man. What the hell is wrong with people? Good vibes, great energy, current news, and hot topics. Welcome, Our Bottom Line, hottest news platform around. We welcome all political parties on here. Happy Wednesday, you guys. Do y'all see this? Who is this stupid to be going down? They said zero visibility and in a shark cave. Y'all getting this, right? And it feel like every time I ask a question, he's answering me directly.
All these factors are being reviewed. We thank everyone who's been
With everything that Maldives has to offer, they picked shark cave diving. Yeah, Lawrence, these were researchers and they went and got a permit to do this.
supporting us, and we hope we can bring closure now to the families of the grieving in Italy, and of course our colleagues from the Maldives as well.
And if you notice, it don't seem like they're retrieving too much. I don't know. Like, I don't know who would do something like that. We're going to still pray for them, though, y'all. We're going to pray for them. We're going to pray for all of those researchers that lost their lives in Maldives, researching whatever they was doing in a shark cave with zero visibility. Just going to tell you guys, I could not even imagine what something like that is like. First of all, the current is ridiculous. They already said it. And when you go down there, the visibility and everything, it's just strictly made for a shark. So yeah, just want to pray for the families and hopefully they died doing what they did, what they like doing. And God bless their souls and their families. Amen. Ain't no way. Well, at least you know where to go take somebody just in case you want to get rid of them. Hey, you ever thought about going to the Maldives? They'd be like, yeah, let's go. Hey, come on over here. Let's go diving. You first. Yeah, got you. Yeah, I'm good. Let's get on over to Minnesota because we got to do some more digging. I promise you guys, we going to get on your girl a little bit more. I don't just put her in the heading a lot just because I like bananas and rice. You know what I'm saying? That's not the only reason she's up there. Let's see what's going on. Let's get on over to Minnesota because the fraudster named Ilhan Omar in a shocking claim that she knew about what was going on. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I don't know if that's where she got her dough from, but yeah, that's what they're saying.
Professor. Now, the mastermind's defense team says that she should get credit for handing over documents that helped convict her co-conspirators. They're hoping for about 3 years in jail. Before she was convicted, Amy Bach told Fox News that state officials like Governor Tim Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison probably knew what was going on the whole time.
I have to believe that the governor's office and Keith Ellison's office were aware of this. They've said they were involved in helping the FBI. They've said they were made aware. But apparently I'm scary, so they couldn't do anything. I don't know. I have to believe they were aware. And again, if they weren't, shame on them for having a system that their lower level staff don't bring something of this level to their attention.
Now, Bach has also implicated Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, whose name appeared in emails and texts during her trial. Bach tells the New York Post that she, quote, struggles to believe that Omar didn't know what was happening in her district.
How many of you guys believe it? How many of you guys think that she knew something or was just complicit in what was going on? And how many of you guys think that she was not? If you think that Ilhan was complicit or knew what was going on, we're going to go for a thumbs up right now. If you think that Ilhan Omar was not complicit and had nothing to do with this and she was totally blindsided, I would like to see a thumbs down. I will be reading any of your comments as well right next to that. Thumbs up if you believe she was complicit and thumbs down if you think she was not. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Told Fox something similar.
I don't know what she knew. I don't know. I know that I was duped by a number of people. We also have seen videos of Safari Restaurant giving out thousands of meals, pallets and pallets of food being distributed. Was there fraud? According to the DOJ and the FBI, yes. According to the jury verdict, yes. But how much?
Everybody say yeah. Everybody.
There's just so many holes and gaps in these cases. Ilhan Omar visited those sites. Why didn't the FBI?
Andrew, everybody.
I feel like rarely do we get so many.
No, because now, you know how we do. We got to go further with the next clip because now they talking about investigation.
Of the House Oversight Committee referring the House Ethics Committee to investigate far-left Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. It concerned a controversial change to her financial disclosures that dramatically cut her family's reported wealth. Mike Coben has more on this. What you find out, Mike? Hello.
Bill, Minnesota Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar has been referred to the U.S. House Ethics Committee to look at a matter of her personal finances. We've talked about this before. A financial disclosure showed that the estate of the Minnesota Congresswoman jumped.
I got to say this before we go into this because Shawnee makes a lot of sense and says she's a powerful person. Let's not forget she's a minority and a woman. Don't underestimate the power this woman has. You guys saw how Sherman having relations, and Hercules squirmed her way out. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Tish James. Let's get on into this, you guys. Get back on these numbers real quick and see what's up with this.
This before. A financial disclosure showed that the estate of the Minnesota Congresswoman jumped from almost nothing to $30 million while in office. Then amid all the scrutiny over her personal finances, Omar and her husband updated the financial disclosure to state that their estate was worth less than $100,000. The Congresswoman blamed the $29 million discrepancy on an accounting mistake that did not subtract the liabilities from her husband's business. Republican Minnesota State Representative Christian Robbins thinks Minnesota voters deserve more answers.
It's inevitable that she would have two such disparate forms from her financial disclosures. One saying she's worth up to 30 million, the other one saying she's worth less than 100,000. The math just doesn't work, and they need to get to the bottom of it.
Now, Omar.
But the Constitution says that I, who says that, y'all? The Constitution of the United States of America.
Sponsored the 2020 Meals Act, which the Minnesota House Fraud Prevention and Oversight Committee had been investigating this legislation.
And you know we got some people in here that know about accounting that don't play around. 55 Coffee House, Lisa, she's not playing. She wants to know, what is the accountant's name? She's actually been asking me this question for at least about 3 weeks now, I gotta be honest. I can't find the accountant, I don't know. Maybe she did it herself on TurboTax.
Session, the Republican Majority Committee determined that the Meals Act removed the guardrails on a program called Feeding Our Future, intended to feed poor children during the pandemic. Prosecutors now say that program was defrauded to the tune of $250 million. Representative Omar did not cooperate with the committee, and Republicans lacked the votes to force her to cooperate. Now,
Turbo fraud.
Convicted as the ringleader in the Feeding Our Future scandal, told the New York Post she struggles to believe Omar would not have known about the massive fraud enabled by the Meals Act.
Okay.
I'm really trying to work on your name, bro. Just so you know, I'm working on it. I don't know if it's going to be, it's definitely not Man at Arms. But the name that he got to be called, if you guys remember this He-Man toy, it's called Man-E-Faces. He had a helmet on, right? And you can just turn his head and a different bunch of faces that just changed. This man has no neck, just like Man-E-Faces. Go look up Man-E-Faces as a toy. And I got the nerve to be talking about when you know how to talk about somebody's big head, that's how you got to do it. You got to come with history. This man right here looks like Man-E-Faces. All he needs is the helmet. I'm telling you. No disrespect, bro, but we both got some big Dome Alones. I mean, it's both of us, not just you. But let's keep on going. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. And yeah, let's do what we do over here, you guys. I say we got Dome Alones. Ain't that crazy? Instead of Home Alones. Let's get on over here because Trump is reacting to this deadly powering in a mosque shooting. I wasn't supposed to say that. I apologize. Let's go, you guys. Go look up Manny Faces. Y'all gonna die laughing even harder than that. Watch, I'm telling you.
But first, breaking tonight, 3 victims and 2 suspects are dead following an attack on an Islamic center in San Diego. It's the largest mosque in the county and includes a school. A White House official tells Fox the president has been briefed on the incident. The president's calling it a terrible situation tonight. Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt has the latest from Los Angeles. Good evening, Jonathan.
Good evening, Brett. The investigation is just getting underway, but what we know from San Diego police and the FBI right now is that 2 teenage suspects opened fire at the Islamic Center of San Diego, killing 3 people. The teenagers, believed to be 17 and 19, then drove away from the scene and were found dead in their vehicles several blocks away.
The suspects at this point appeared to have died self-inflicted gunshot wounds. There were no officers involved in firing their weapons, but that is still very preliminary at this point.
Police arrived on scene within minutes of the first 911 calls and found 3 victims, all men, outside the mosque near its entrance. It's believed at least one of those victims was a security guard who exchanged fire with the shooters. Heavily armed police officers immediately began searching the buildings on the property, including a school that serves pre-K to 3rd grade students, who were then led away by police holding rifles. All of the kids are safe. Our hearts go out to the families that are in this moment being notified of what has happened to their loved ones. Police say they are, quote, treating this as a hate crime until it's not. And we are already hearing from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department here and on the East Coast from the NYPD that patrols are being increased around area mosques. Attacks on houses of worship, be they mosques, synagogues, or churches, are a growing concern for law enforcement across the country. But what makes this one of particular concern is the fact that there were 2 shooters. That is highly unusual and speaks to coordination. So law enforcement will be urgently trying to determine if the shooters were self-motivated or inspired by, possibly even directed by, some sort of organized group.
Yeah, we got to follow up on that. Now, as you see, I got it all the way down the line today. All of the breaking news that I found on it, I just kept on breaking it down and bringing it down because I want you guys to stay on point with this. I want you guys to stay on topic when it comes down to stuff like this, to know what's going on. They want to be Ville's victims. What we got over here, Frederick? Something perps can't talk anymore, which could be part of the plan too. What else you got? They were kids. When will there be a crime bill, black hate crime bill? Oh, so they can go in the offensive. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Washington because we got a situation here that like it just took me out of my regular mind state. All I thought about was like what was the pain that was being inflicted on another person. I thought about the brashness of how the person was going about this assault and just like the non-control of the way that the kid just had no control inside of this establishment. You guys know about this situation in DC yesterday, where a Chipotle brawl broke out, where just teenagers were just going crazy. They broke curfew and they were beating each other with these wooden Chipotle chairs. These chairs are not weak. These chairs are very strong. You hit somebody in the head with one of those chairs, you could probably, take somebody out with one of these chairs.
All right, right now, U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro is speaking in D.C. after a string of teen takeovers there. The latest happening over the weekend when a teen takeover turned into a brawl. This was inside a Chipotle restaurant there in D.C. Let's listen in.
It is dangerous and it is illegal. And I am here to tell you it is going to stop. And parents, I'm talking about you now. This is a different scenario than any other time in the history of the district because we are looking beyond.
You hit him in the head with that chair, man. Like, and lucky he ain't hit him hard enough for catch him or whatever. That was like one of them baby high-rise chairs.
Those individuals who are committing the crimes, irrespective of how old they are. And
now they got metal ones. Now they got the metal ones.
Sure that they understand that they are responsible for the upheaval that is going on in this district that is impacting everyone who lives here. I was at a doctor's appointment at 8:00 this morning, and the doctor was concerned about what's going on in the district. This is across the board. This is something.
And so I told you guys, and I hate the fact that I said this, you guys. I told you as soon as it get hot, it was gonna go down. I told you.
That we should all be interested in making sure ends. And trust me, I'm going to do my part. This kind of thing is destroying the quality of life in the district. The residents are finding it extremely difficult to.
All black, all hoodies, all shiesties and covering their face as much as they possibly can. And if you guys do not start paying attention to what I'm telling you another thing. The same way I told you it was going to start getting crazy in the summertime, go look at simulations. Go look at Grand Theft Auto simulations, which is like, it's like the video games that are being played out. And watch how the kids act. Watch how they act on the video games. And you'll see this is the same thing that they do on Grand Theft Auto in the video games, just playing it out in real life.
Enjoy public parks and spaces as well as waterfront areas. And the residents
Now you see that family over there, right? That's a family of people over there that man is trying to hold his kids to the side, and they're scared inside that Chipotle. You see that family right there, right?
are starting to feel like these out of control teens are taking away their happiness and their quiet enjoyment. So as we move into the summer months, make no mistake, crime increases as the weather gets warmer and school is out. Now, just this past weekend, with the DC Safe and Beautiful Task Force as well as NPD, we seized 32 guns. 2 days in the weekend, 32 guns. They're coming out and they're emboldened for whatever reason. And it's time to let them know that that's not going to serve them well.
So I think that the parents need to be charged. I think anybody caught on those videos doing all of that craziness in there, immediately, not even probation, no chance, none of that. You need to get at least a year and get a parent like 30 to 40 days, something like that. Yeah, I bet you they'll stop doing it. Let's keep on moving forward over to Washington, you guys. We got to stay in Washington because Chris Van Hollen says that he lights, what's that? Ooh, not that much. You guys know about this $1.5 billion slush fund that he says the U.S. and AG Todd Blanche is about to give out? It's taken from the people to give to DHS. What's this going on over here? What's going on with this slush fund?
And I would recognize Senator Van Hollen for his opening statement. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Blanche, welcome. The acting attorney general is supposed to be the people's lawyer and defend the rule of law, and not act as the president's personal lawyer.
Okay.
But in this administration, the Department of Justice is solely focused on pleasing one man, no matter the cost. Lest anyone forget, huge banners with Donald Trump's face hang from both sides of the main Justice building. This is the big banner of Donald Trump on one side of it, so that every single person who enters that building will see it and remember exactly what that man wants them to do. You're his former personal attorney, and you know exactly what he wants. In fact, he often posts it right here on social media, his Truth Social account. He wants to weaponize the department for his own political ends. And right from the start, you and your cohorts have worked to deliver what he wants, doing his political dirty work. 2 days ago, you even suggested that there was, quote, a ton of evidence that the 2020 election was rigged against Trump. And here you are at a budget hearing asking for taxpayer funds to pursue the department's mission when you're using those funds to punish Trump's adversaries, reward his friends, and pursue his personal vendetta.
What do you guys think about that?
Pardoning the rioters who stormed the Capitol on January 6th and assaulted police officers. The revenge continued with the firing of more than a dozen lawyers who represented the Justice Department in those cases. Yesterday, you created a $1.8 billion slush fund to dole out taxpayer dollars to the president's supporters, including those who attacked this Capitol on January 6th. That is pure theft of public funds. And rewarding individuals who committed crimes is obscene. Every American can see through this illegal, corrupt, self-dealing scheme. You have also misspent resources on the blatant political prosecutions of James Comey and others. You couldn't find a single career lawyer to bring the first case against Comey, and lawyers resigned rather than participate in that charade. Now you've launched a ludicrous vindictive prosecution in the Seashell case. It's a shameful dereliction of your duty to pursue impartial justice without fear or favor. You've also brought criminal charges against journalists who were doing their jobs in Minneapolis. You've refused to hold accountable the DHS agents who shot and killed Renee Good. Instead, while members of the administration called both Renee Good and Alex Preddy domestic terrorists, you ordered a criminal investigation of Renee Good's partner. Hardworking professional attorneys resigned rather than engage in that abuse of power. Others in the department have been fired for telling the truth to the courts, an insidious message to send to officers of the court. You have fired immigration judges who rendered decisions the administration didn't like. More gross political interference in what is supposed to be an independent process. All told, DOJ lost over 8,500 staff last year and nearly 1/4 of its lawyers. It's so bad that you're now offering $25,000 signing bonuses and hiring prosecutors with no prior legal experience.
All right, let's keep on going. I got to be fair over here all the time, like we do, you guys. We always got to be fair and let everybody get their say. And I'm also going to be fair this way. If you guys can possibly get us to, let's say, 500 likes today, I'm going to be giving out 6 decals. I'll be picking 6 people that will be receiving 6-hour bottom line decals. Also, along with that, we're going to be sending out 6 keychains. That's right, our bottom line insignia keychains with the logo right there. You just got to take that blue tape off of there. All you got to do is send me your address that you want them mailed to, P.O. Box or whatever, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. The email, if we get to 500, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Send you guys your merch out. You guys will be able to represent for the show and have a nice keychain and some decals to put all over. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, right now, because now we got to get to the truth of the matter is before that clip we just saw, we did see where they said that the mom did call the police and let them know that the son left. He also left with 3 pals that she had in the house. That is a parent that I can't say will get all the way blame when it comes to stuff like the takeovers, because she did initiate the phone call, and I'm sure she probably didn't expect for her son to do this. You guys think that she deserves the same sort of treatment if they start to charge parents? Just want to know, because this here is what she said and what happened before the mosque attack.
On the deadly shooting spree at the largest mosque in San Diego, which is being investigated as a possible hate crime.
Police say 2 teenage suspects stormed the Islamic Center, killing a security guard and 2 other people. The gunmen were later found dead at the scene. Alex Hogan is live in Washington with the latest. Good morning, Alex.
Hi, Brian, Ainsley, and Lawrence. At least 5 people are dead, including 2 gunmen at the Islamic Center of San Diego. This is in Claremont. Among the victims was a security guard at the center, and law enforcement are now praising him as a hero.
We do believe the security guard was able to help at least minimize.
She did, right, Teddy? Yeah.
The situation to the front area of the mosque.
But look at what Jonathan said, Teddy.
Until we know more, I don't want to speculate, but at this point, I think it's fair to say his actions were heroic, and undoubtedly he saved lives today.
Shots rang out at the center just before noon Pacific time yesterday. Police responding in full force because they were already searching for one of the suspects. At the time, they were using license plate reading technology. The teen's mom had actually called police about 2 hours prior after seeing that some of her weapons were missing and finding a note from her teenage son.
She believed her son was suicidal, and she began to share information that several of her weapons were missing.
And Casey said that yesterday. So angry, I got you. But there is some that try and it just doesn't work. And you know, sometimes a parent throw in a towel because nobody will help them with their children. Let's keep on going, you guys. Yeah.
Her son was with a companion. In that they were dressed in camo, and that is not consistent with what we would typically see from somebody that is suicidal. It's being investigated as a hate crime at this point. There was definitely hate rhetoric that was involved.
Law enforcement say the 2 teen suspects killed 3 people at the center before killing themselves a few blocks away in a vehicle in what appears to be self-inflicted gunshot wounds. Yesterday marked the start of the annual Hajj pilgrimage season. This is one of the most sacred times in the Muslim faith. And according to the center, this is the largest mosque in the San Diego community. The center offers studies and courses for children as young as 5 years old. You can see in this footage.
And somebody said, I've never seen this much police coverage ever. Me neither.
more than a dozen children being walked out of the center. They're holding hands after those shots ring out. The mayor telling residents that the San Diego Police Department will increase its presence at all houses of worship, and the same concerns across the country today.
Yeah, it's probably going to go around across the country, especially after stuff like this, you guys. We got to stop all of this nonsense. We got to get down to the bottom of where all this anger and stuff is coming from. We know some of it, but we still got to try to do something about it. I'd like to pray for the victims. I'd like to pray for everybody involved. The children that were scared, the ones that got out of there but are still thinking about that, waking up with nightmares and stuff like that, asking questions. Too young to understand what's going on, that should not be affected by stuff like this. Also, the parents of the people that lost their lives, and I'm sure that they have a lot of family members that are hurting right now. Just want to pray for them, you guys. Peace and some calmness right now, and at least some respect for the families. And we need to give them as much energy and power that we can send over there to get them through these times. Amen. Let's get on over to Washington. We got Melanie Stansberry here, who reveals what Jeffrey Epstein's prison guard did to, she said, during her testimony. They focused on the details the night he lost his life. I can't say it, the night he was KILLED or whatever. She said that she's angry. She got fired after this happened. And she claims that, wait a minute. She says she's angry that she got fired. What are you talking about? Somebody lost their life on your watch.
I wanted to hear about what you learned today, if there's anything new that you learned from Mrs. Knowles' testimony.
I wasn't sure if they were working out right now. Again, I'm Congresswoman Melanie Stansberry, New Mexico's 1st Congressional District, and we're just wrapping up the taped interview with the woman who was working as a prison guard, one of 2 prison guards the night that Jeffrey Epstein died. The majority of our deposition was focused on the details of what happened the night of Epstein's death, the detailed timeline, who was in charge, what, if any, breaks in protocol there were, why she was suspended and put on leave and ultimately fired, and also the financial transfers that have raised concern. Based on her sworn statement today, she says that the financial transfers have nothing to do with Epstein. We offered her the opportunity to clarify. And
she said that the transfers that went to her bank account had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. You hear what she's saying now, right? The money that she got that went to the bank had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein.
The record with any substantiating evidence regarding those transfers. I think the only maybe new piece of information is that she does feel like her termination was unfair, and that had it not been Jeffrey Epstein, she would not have been fired.
Do you feel like there was anything untoward, illegal, or any complicity that she made based on your?
Based on the statements in the room, no. But I would say the overall narrative that seems to come out of this interview and other information is that the prison was poorly run, that the staff who were working there that night were working long shifts and overtime, and the protocols were not followed, but that was not unusual.
Thank you so much, Shannon. Happy Wednesday to all. Mom spent the night. I'm hanging out with her, but we got to send the blessings to all of you. Hit that like button. Lead with kindness and love for the sake of love. Thank you so much, Shannon. Everybody, show Shannon some love for the $10 super chat. Let's keep going.
The prison where staff were overworked and the prison was poorly run.
And because there are so many theories pervasive that Jeffrey Epstein did not take his own life. There are several other theories about what happened around his death. What would you say to somebody, and there are members of Congress who raised that possibility, what would you say to somebody after having heard the testimony here today and previously about those?
What would she say about Jeffrey, that the people are saying he didn't take his own life? What would you say about that after you interviewed her?
It was communicated by our witness today that it was her belief that it was not a suicide, but I was not an eyewitness, and our job as investigators in this case, conducting congressional oversight is to turn over every piece of evidence and take a good look at it.
Let's
And
get
so,
those likes up, y'all.
I specifically asked her if she felt like there was anything unusual about the night and what transpired in the jail. I asked her specifically if she felt that anyone wished harm to Epstein in the jail, either other guards, individuals who ran the jail, or other prisoners, and she said no. Of course, she's a
But that don't mean that somebody ain't get paid and ain't gonna tell you. How she know what's going on just because she worked there?
witness and will continue to follow the evidence, but that is what she shared today. One of your colleagues had come out and said it does feel that Epstein did in fact take his own life. Do you feel that way? And then in terms of treatment, do you think he was given special treatment? So to the second question, I think it's very clear that Jeffrey Epstein was given special treatment in the jail. Our witness today did share that he was granted access, for example, to a CPAP machine, which she had never seen before for an inmate in that particular part of the jail. And she said there was indications of other forms of special treatment, including sheaths and other things. So it's very clear. She also did say that she felt her termination was unfair and that it was because it was Jeffrey Epstein himself. So all of those things do point to special treatment and special consideration, not unlike what Ghislaine Maxwell is experiencing in the jail that she's currently being held in. But with respect to what actually transpired the night of his death, again, I'm not an eyewitness. I wasn't there. I'm reading the same reports that the public is, and I think what we're really interested in is getting to the bottom of it.
I think that's making it all the more skeptical by leaving it open like that. That's making everybody think like, so maybe there is a possibility that something happened. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get those likes up to get more people over here. Double tap that screen. Let's keep on moving. Let's keep on going. We got another situation in Washington. Former CIA calls Dr. Fauci, let's go, you guys. Unacceptable. Also, they said that Tulsi Gabbard's office has been raided by the CIA. They went in for files and information, you guys. Let's get into this. We got a doozy coming up right here. You guys hear anything about this right here?
Who's a former CIA officer and whistleblower. Does this jive with how things are done at the agency? Someone just makes a phone call and everything changes?
Unfortunately, yes. We see this kind of thing all the time. And Jesse, at the heart of this story is that
Little devil man. You guys remember him, right? Remember Mr. Dr. Fauci? How many of you guys remember him?
it's always best to tell the truth. The truth always comes out. And I want to comment on the whistleblower too. This was a very brave thing he did. He put his reputation on the line today. He told the world exactly what the truth was. He'll probably never work in government again because of it. But now we have an idea of what was being done secretly, yet in our name.
And Fauci got pardoned. So
Yes,
he may have killed 1 million Americans. We don't know if the exact virus was Frankensteined out
Why do you need a pardon if you're not guilty for anything?
that he paid for, but still, I mean, and then he just walks away like nothing happened.
My cousin George Koletsin was the second person in the state of Ohio to die of COVID back in very early 2020. That death still stings all of us in our family. And now I can't help but to look at Dr. Fauci and think, you liar. Look what you've done to our country. And you're right. He was auto-penned right into freedom and wealth and untold riches in his retirements. That is unacceptable.
He was protected, and so was China, which makes it even worse. And this just in, John, the CIA just raided Tulsi Gabbard's office. Agents hauled out dozens of boxes.
Why isn't he in jail again, Liberty and Justice? Because he got a pardon before he can even be charged. Just like Hunter, I can feel it. Biden, yeah.
Files on the JFK assassination and MK Ultra, the CIA mind control operation, which she was in the process of declassifying.
Why does she look like Storm from the X-Men? I'm sorry, you guys, but she just do. Or what's the other one name? I forgot her name. She looks like her with the streak in her hair.
Whistleblower said it during his deposition, and Congressman Napoleon Luna confirmed it moments ago.
Reason why this is troubling is there was an executive order that the president had directed the full declassification of JFK, but then also to the MK Ultra files. The CIA famously has said that, all documents were released and other documents had been destroyed. So these are allegedly those documents that apparently never existed.
Can the CIA overrule the president?
Crazy. Yeah, roll. Yeah, roll.
The CIA cannot overrule the president.
Oh, my bad. Jubilee.
Overrule the director of national intelligence.
Jubilee.
In 1975,
Or was it Jean Grace? One of them.
the Church Committee, which became the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, specifically ordered DCI William Colby to release all of the MK Ultra files. He famously went back to CIA headquarters and ordered that all of the files be destroyed.
Okay.
85% of them were destroyed. He was held in contempt of Congress, and then CIA employees lined the halls and contributed
Yes, Audrey, she sure is, ain't she?
cash to pay for the fine that he was ordered to pay. We only know what we know about MK Ultra because of the 15% of the files that weren't destroyed. These are among those 15% of the files. They are mandated to be declassified. The American people have a right to know what is in these files, and the CIA can't raid offices, least of all the offices of the Director of National Intelligence. It's just real life isn't supposed to work this way. This is
Check this out, you guys. I don't know. It seems like they're trying to overpower each other. They didn't went in there and stole the files. They done went in there and took the files. You guys, what's that? They don't want to get caught for treason. There you go. Yeah, you know what you're talking about, Stitch. This is crazy, y'all. Do me a favor. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Who's that says Save the USA 2026? Hunter paid his taxes back. Oh, okay. Okay, excuse me. He paid his taxes back. He still need money because they say he broke right now. They say he looking for anything he can find. He looking all in the couch, mattress, pillows, and everywhere right now, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. We got more to go. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. We got so much more to go. If you guys appreciate the content that you're getting right now and you want to see many more like this, many more shows like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become a member. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. And the easiest way to like our show, you go just like this. Oh, that's the show right there. This is dope. Boom, and then a heart pops up. That's all you got to do. That gets more people over here to see the show and what we got going on. So come on, you guys. We're not asking for no money. I mean, if you got some, we'd appreciate it. Get a cool drink or something like that. But nah, we don't do that. Let me act it out for you. Give me all the money in your pockets. Nah, we don't even need to do that. But we would like to take it in the form of likes. That's how we'll take it. In the form of likes. And hey, somebody put, whoa, bottom line gym glove. Sky member for 10 months. I got to keep working hard now because Sky done put up all of those memberships. That means I got to make sure that the show is good. Yeah. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And again, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. I want you guys to see this right here. We got Dr. Candace Matthews and Cornell X. They confront an attorney after his use of a racial slur in court. And you guys know what that racial slur was? It was the N-word. And Sky, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much for that. Thank you so much. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's see what's going on. That's why you shouldn't say the N-word certain times because you never know who's going to catch you later. Watch this.
Right here. Yeah, that's your ass.
So you don't want to say you
Like how people niggas.
you gonna call it. I bet you won't call it in front of a black man.
I bet you won't call me.
Let me help you. You call a black woman or call me that.
No, call me.
I dare you to do it. I swear for God, I'll make you taste the ancestors.
Me too.
You a coward. Call that black woman the N-word. You a read.
He said, if you say it right now, I will make you taste the ancestors. I've never heard that line said, but I don't think I ever want to taste my ancestors. I don't know about that. That's something that I'm not interested in.
You a coward. We'll get you inside. Right here. I guarantee you wouldn't put in front of me.
Come on.
I know you won't. Say the N-word in front of me.
Come on. Down in there.
And I give you a taste of everything for the masters. Say it. Say it in front of me. I dare you to say it. It's Cornell X, but you'll learn it real well today.
Yeah.
Say it. I bet you won't say it word in my face. See, you talking to black women like that by themselves. You intimidate black women by themselves. Well, a black man, you gonna open your goddamn mouth. I dare you to say it.
Then here, I demonstrated. Then here they is, she told ass that. But I looked your bald head ass, you was fine, little face looking bitch. I ain't playing with you.
Mm, 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 mm. Woo! That was kind of fiery right there, wasn't it? What you guys got to say to that? I'll make you taste the ancestors. What else you guys got to say about that, man? Someone needs to be done about this type of behavior, bro, man. Chimping out, chimping out. Ooh, okay, okay. Sky, good morning. Who was that? I don't know, but I know he just got the whole riot act read to him. Way to take it the high road, lady, right? Look at them. They over in the comments like this. What the hell was that? You see, he didn't say it though. Look at Miss Chocolate. Nah, he ain't say it. Been a tough guy against the old man with a cane. Come on. Okay, the truth. Okay. WWE. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's keep on going. He shouldn't have said it to Chud. Okay, let's keep on going. Let's go. And as you can see, they definitely wanted to make a statement. They wanted to be outspoken on this. They probably went a little too far, I would say. Yeah, they said what they needed to say, but they didn't have to go that far. So let's keep on going. I'm not going to be opinionated on this. I got some information from you guys from the header. Yep, I don't know if it's going to have something to do with the outcome, but a judge did throw out information in evidence in the Luigi Mangione case, and they're calling it sensitive information. They say it can't be used. Let's keep on moving forward and see what we got over here.
We have some breaking news now. In the case against Luigi Mangione, the judge making a key decision about evidence in the state case against the man accused of gunning down a healthcare CEO on a busy Manhattan street. And Lisa Rubin is here with us. Walk us through this ruling, Lisa. Well, in this ruling today, the judge, Greg Caro, who will try Luigi Mangione in state court,
Let's get those likes up.
Decided that key pieces of evidence can stay in the trial, notably the gun that he was carrying that day and a notebook that he was carrying, in which many details about his plan and the ways in which he had sort of grown alienated from society were discovered.
Okay, Lisa.
There are certain pieces of evidence that were in his backpack that were taken from him while he was at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, not yet in custody, that the judge says has to be suppressed. They include the loaded magazine, for example, and some other things like his passport and his wallet. But if I'm prosecutors, the things that most closely tie Luigi Mangione to the crime itself and his motivations for accomplishing that crime are the gun and the notebook. And so I walk away today from this decision feeling pretty good about my chances at trial, assuming that the jury doesn't buy one of Luigi Mangione's defenses, which is about his mental health. We still don't know to what extent Luigi Mangione intends to put on the defense, saying that he is essentially criminally insane. And
I'd like to know about that too, because if he's going for the insane part, I would like to see what a psychologist says about that. Lisa, I got that message before from you. I'm thinking about it as well. I'll see if I can get in contact with her, if she can just tone it down a little bit, because you know how they act over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they really strict on this platform.
Can't be held accountable for his actions that day. So just to underscore, the gun and the notebook inside that backpack are admissible now as evidence. Yes, as well as certain of his statements and most of the statements that he made to law enforcement that day. Lisa Rubin, thank you for
You
bringing.
see that now? Those statements that he made. You hear what they always tell you guys. You don't have to talk, but you know what a lot of people do? They start speaking. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Do you understand these rights? Have I told you? Yeah. Now, would you like to say anything since I told you this? Well, I just want to say that, you know what I'm saying? He the one that went over there and did the da-da-da and blah, blah, blah. No, El Fulio. That's the time when you're supposed to shut up because you've been warned already. But no, you trying to still wiggle your way out, thinking that because you're in cuffs, you're going to be able to say something to get you out. Understand something. You're already in a situation. Go ahead and deal with it. But the best thing for anybody to do is to shut it, and shut it again. Don't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Abaduba, Baba Biba. They're going to be bringing people to the cell like this guy right here. He's speaking in some weird language. I know he's American. Maybe you can figure it out. Hey, they say your name is Boogotti. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we want to know about such and such, such, such. Abaduba, Baba Biba. What the hell is that? Exactly. Stop asking me questions, please. Let me get my attorney over here. Let's keep on moving forward because my horse and carriage is for hire, senorita. But then again, I don't think it should be. I'm against horses and carriages unless it's like a novelty. Maybe somebody's going to the prom, or maybe somebody's going to go on a wedding or something like that. But every day in the park and having these horses out here busting their butts and having to sit there with that thing on their back to balance just to walk people around through the park, not cool with it. I've actually sat over there and watched this treatment myself. I do not like it. It's too hot out there, and I am an advocate for animals. If they can get every horse and carriage out of Central Park, I'll be so cool with that. Sorry, I just feel that way. We got to get on over to a situation in New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. We got a horse and carriage situation, a collision in Central Park. Yeah. Now there's a renewed cry for bans on this. It seemed like every time something happened, now they start getting all amped up. They started cracking down. They got less of them out there. Now I think it's time to retire the horses.
A horse carriage overturned in Central Park after colliding with another horse, sending a carriage driver to the hospital. Alan Devlin explains how it's renewing calls to ban carriage rides.
Let them out. Leave them alone.
He's actually the horse that pulled out there in Central Park. His carriage clipped the other carriage that ended up tipping over.
Chopper 2 overhead of the aftermath of a horse carriage collision Monday afternoon in Central Park. One of the two carriages involved on its side, the driver thrown off.
That horse, who is new to the city, his name's Troy, he went to leave in a hurry.
Christina Hansen represents the horse carriage drivers here in Central Park and says the new horse still getting acclimated is to blame.
The driver was on the box and everything, but he was just like, I'm out of here. And then the back wheels of the carriage is caught. And
Oh, you mean a horse being a horse? And I'm out of here. I don't even want to do this. How about I'm not good for this, but y'all forcing me to do it anyway? Whole bunch of reasons.
Troy pulled the other carriage over.
No riders were injured, and police say both horses involved are okay, including Otis, who was attached to the flip carriage, and Troy, here back at the stable, who was responsible for the collision.
It's really appalling that, in 2026, we are still doing this in New York City.
While the horse drivers say this was another day on the job, members of the animal advocacy group Night Class expressed their long-standing dispute of carriage riders in the city.
Help us riders law.
Night Class advocated for Riders Law, which would ban horse carriages in New York altogether. In November of last year, Riders Law failed to pass at a city council committee meeting, but Mayor Mamdani has in the past expressed support in banning the carriages, something he committed to as mayor-elect, saying in part, I support removing horse.
You don't think them carriages is heavy for them to be carrying around all day like that? And even when they park them on the side, they still got to be holding on to those carriages. It ain't like they unconnect them until they get another ride. No, they stand there until they get another ride. Keep on working, keep on working, keep on going. Come on, that's not fair.
Horse carriages from Central Park, adding he plans to deliver on that. But the full weight of the decision rests on City Council. Night Class released a statement in response to today's collision that reads in part, Night Class is urgently calling on Speaker Menon and the City Council to immediately reintroduce and fast-track Riders Law before more people or horses are seriously injured or killed. Today's incident, another chapter added to the back and forth.
Talking about he was young and new to the city. Another sad part about it was something somebody else said in the comments. That's even worse. Now they got him. Now they got him. Now they admitting that they bringing new horses in, which is sad. Which is more the same thing. Someone says that horse doesn't have the police crowd training. Probably not. You're right. You're totally right about that. Totally right. Straight up and down. Probably don't got no. Every animal is not set for certain things, you guys. Horses used to be man's best friend, or how he betrayed them. Yeah, that's bad. Come on, thank you. Thank you for calling him out. Mom dummy, that is a super cat. No, he's a dumb dummy. That is a super cat. No, he's a dumb dummy. That he's a super cat. No, he's a dumb dummy. Dummy. Talking about you gonna deliver on some horses. You can't even deliver on nothing that you said. Trying to spend all of that money on them supermarkets and whatever you got going on. How about we see the receipts before you get some more money? Let's keep on moving forward, because now we got a situation in Virginia where a former Virginia school official was on trial after years of what? No, after 3 years, a 6-year-old? I can't even say that. A 6-year-old, you guys, you're not gonna believe this. How did 6-year-old get access to a pow pow? What? No. You guys heard about this story before. A 6-year-old got his hands on a pow pow and pow pow the teacher.
Of a former assistant principal in Virginia is now underway. Ebony Parker facing 8 felony counts of child abuse and neglect in connection to the case of a first-grade student shooting his teacher 3 years ago.
Prosecutors allege
First grade. Wow.
Parker ignored warnings about the 6-year-old having a gun before that student shot his teacher, Abigail Werner, in the hand and chest. Last year, a jury awarded Werner $10 million in a civil trial after finding Parker liable in the shooting. NBC News legal affairs reporter Gary Grumbach joins us now. So, Gary,
Let's get those likes up, y'all. Let's get those likes up.
Yeah, jury selection is going on as we speak. Judge Rebecca Robinson there in Newport News, Virginia, trying to get this jury down to 12 jurors and 2 alternates. There's a lot of discussion ahead of jury selection over what exactly to ask the jurors during what's called voir dire when they're trying to whittle down to get to the actual jury itself. Of course, Ebony Parker's team wants to make sure there's no teachers or first responders on the jury because these are people that could be directly impacted or really have a soft spot for what has happened to Abigail Werner in this case. This will take a few hours and then we'll get right into opening statements this afternoon. Virginia prosecutors are going to argue that Ebony Parker showed a willful disregard for human life, specifically the children that were in the classroom with the 6-year-old child who ended up shooting his teacher. Parker's team says this is a tragic situation all around, but it wasn't Dr. Ebony Parker's fault, guys. Is there a template, Gary, already for this case as we look at the fact that there was already a civil trial here and the types of arguments that both sides are going to be making? It's going to be very similar, but the potential impact for Ebony Parker is much, much greater. During the civil trial, as you guys mentioned, Abigail Werner was awarded $10 million, but that wasn't something that the assistant principal had to pay herself. It was actually paid for by this pool of insurance, an insurance pool of public bodies across the Commonwealth of Virginia. If Ebony Parker is convicted on 8 counts of child neglect, she could spend up to 40 years behind bars. So significant consequences for Parker. If she's found guilty, we expect this trial to last about 3 days.
All right.
I want to know why she's liable. Was she supposed to check the kid's backpack? She knew about something going on? And how the hell a 6-year-old get access to a pow pow?
Gary Grumbach, we appreciate it. Thank you.
We are going to bring in NBC News legal analyst.
This is crazy. Let's keep on going forward, you guys. I don't know. We're going to follow that story up as well, but we got many more in the kitty that we got to follow up on. This one behind me right here with this one here. He's a monster. Brian Blaine. I don't even want to tell you guys what he did, but what I would like for you guys to do to get more people over here, because this story is important. That's an older man right there that a lot of people look at like grandpa, like somebody you can trust, right? Yeah? Why they call him the candy man? He might as well be the same kind of candy man from the movie. What does he do? Hey kids, I got candy. Why weren't they always looking into the candy man as possibly being suspect? I don't know. Well, we got to get on over to Houston because we got a man that's known as the candy man. He's been accused of texting and getting in contact and some rather frisky things interesting with a 13-year-old. And luckily, her mom saw the text. I don't know how he got her phone number and pictures, but yeah, check this out, you guys. Come on, Houston, step to the front of the stage, please.
4 o'clock, a Montgomery County suspect known in his neighborhood as the Candyman is behind bars, held on a hefty bond. Police say he solicited a 13-year-old for sex online. Investigators say he initially met the teenage girl in person in his neighborhood, where he's known to pass out candy. Jason Miles is live from the Woodlands area.
Met the little girl in his neighborhood, where he's known to pass out candy. Remind me of the freak or freakazoid from Family Guy. Yeah, that film with one with the flivver. Yeah, him.
What else we are learning about the suspect and more, Jason?
The suspect lives in this neighborhood known as Grogan's Mill Village in Montgomery County, though he's currently charged in Harris County, where the alleged victim lives. The Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's office says an alleged online predator initially met a 13-year-old in person as she and friends walked in this neighborhood where the 65-year-old is well known. According to the
Make a lot of sense, Angels. Angel says, wonder if he contaminated it too. If he get down like that. Good morning, E.L. Jadero.
This individual is known as the Candyman.
His real name is Brian Blaine, and he's currently charged with online solicitation of a minor under 14. Constable Mark Herman says the alleged victim's mother contacted them after Blaine reached out to her daughter electronically after learning the girl's name and number.
That's right, you guys. We watch all the news and respect all views. Our goal is to have civil discourse and respect to our fellow chatters. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up, says Liberty and Justice. Let's go.
Units took over her phone.
Name and number.
Our undercover units took over her phone and began having verbal dialogue with this individual where he agreed to have sex with her and basically was in the process of grooming this 13-year-old child.
Herman says they arrested Blaine last Friday after arranging to meet up near a school with who he thought was the girl.
Brian Blaine?
Yes. Blaine.
So basically they said, can we get that phone? And they just worked it so they caught him and set him up and he fell right for the trap. Candyman.
He made his initial court appearance over the weekend and was in criminal court just this morning. Right now, his bond is set at $200,000. And Herman believes there may be additional victims in both Harris County and Montgomery County, where Blaine lives.
We feel confident that once this story gets out, people will see him, his picture, and there will be more people coming forward.
And Blaine is obviously still in jail, but we did knock on his door here in this neighborhood. No one came to the door. Multiple neighbors, meantime, telling me they're not totally surprised by these charges, though we should point out there appears to be no criminal history in Blaine's background.
That's because he was good enough to dodge it and not let people catch him out there like that. He started getting blatant candy outside, giving kids candy and stuff. And again, somebody did say, what if it was contaminated? Now they got him being suspected of doing this right here, plus in another county.
Reporting live from the Woodlands area, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
Oh man, we can't escape these freakazoids, you guys. Y'all gotta watch those kids and let them know. Be careful and let your kids know what the hell is going on out here. Put them on to stories like this. Mom, why you always want me to text you? Why you always want me to call you? Now you know why. Come here, let me show you something. Next thing you know, they might be telling you something. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to keep on going. Let's keep on going. Now we got to get on over to area leaders weighing in on juvenile crime takeovers, and not only in Washington, D.C., you guys. You guys know anything about the Navy Yard? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not only happening in D.C. now. Kids are going crazy everywhere. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
That shocking video of an all-out brawl inside a Chipotle restaurant. It is a violent, chaotic scene that's becoming all too...
More angles and more things that they're now planning on doing. I'm really hoping that they get the parents arrested for this, because again, those chairs and that stuff that they're doing inside of there, that's like animal behavior. You got families that's running for cover because of what's going on. And look at how many kids are blocking the front door.
Common in Navy Yard and some other DC neighborhoods. Teens by the hundreds flooding the streets, getting in fights, damaging businesses, and in some cases, even assaulting police. This latest takeover happening Saturday, just one day after the city's top prosecutor announced her office will charge parents for their kids' bad.
I want you guys to notice these police are like, this looks like straight up and down Benny Hill right here. All they're missing is the music, so we're going to give it to them. Y'all ready? Yes, they're chasing down a kid that slapped the cop. The kids do not even care. Slap the cop. Watch this.
This latest takeover happening Saturday, just one day after the city's top prosecutor announced her office will charge parents for their kids' bad
Tried to run and got caught. You see that?
behavior. And she had this message today.
This kind of thing is destroying the quality of life in the district. The residents are finding it extremely difficult to enjoy public parks and spaces. These kids, these teens, if you want to call them kids, they need to find something productive to do. And parents, that's your job.
And I agree, because I was a bad kid as well. Not this bad, but I was bad. But what happened to me was, I'm really glad they made the Children's Aid Society. I started playing basketball. They helped me with my homework when I was stuck. They helped me when I was down and out of love. They helped a whole bunch of stuff. You got to get these kids these programs. They'll find something that they like. I was in theater classes and everything. They'll find something that they like. A lot of them probably won't, but the majority, they definitely will. I'm telling you, and they get interested in stuff like that. But the problem is there's no funding for like after school programs anymore. Remember when they used to actually have after school program to make sure you did your homework where you ain't got to go home and ask your mom to do it and get it all wrong? Let's go, y'all.
That's not our job.
Now, the FBI is also getting involved. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro says agents are helping find who was involved in this weekend's takeover. The agency will also be looking into whether any federal laws may have been violated. Our Tom Rousey's live in Navy Yard tonight, and all new at 11 o'clock here. Tom, you spoke with a man who was inside that Chipotle with his kids when that fight broke out.
He was, and he said he was just trying to have a nice Saturday with his children when this happened. This is the Chipotle I'm standing outside of. You can see inside it's been cleaned up, looks a lot better than it did on Saturday night. Yeah, we spoke with the man who was inside with his children, saying things got very bad,
Y'all see those chairs? That's some heavy wood and heavy metal. That's why they're still around. Those are the same chairs. So imagine getting hit with something like that.
fast. This video, posted by community activist Ron Moten and others, shows a melee. But the man seen in the red shirt protecting his 5 kids, including a girl who is just 4, says it was even worse before. He told me it all started as a fight.
So at that point, I told the children, come on, get with me, get up, let's start backing up. And then it was like an ambush. It was just like a group of individuals. They looked like ninjas, dressed in blacks.
Like ninjas, all dressed in black. Told you.
Ski masks, just piled.
Ski masks, which they call shiesties. I think that they need to start straight up and down. You got a mask on? Come here. Come in. Come in. What you got a mask on? It's 90 degrees outside. You're up to something.
Into the main eatery.
Raphael Howdigi says he took his kids to the Nats-Orioles game, then bought them dinner. He's an Air Force veteran who says his training kicked in and his kids helped.
So they can get ICE to stop, to try to push ICE to stop wearing masks because they're going to possibly get doxxed. But they can't get kids to stop wearing masks?
Too.
Just don't understand it.
They took a posture of body shielding their sisters. And that was just an amazing thing.
But he says his children never should have had to witness teenagers doing this.
My son said on the way home, said, Papa, the problem is that I can't unsee that. Those individuals have now directly impacted my security, my life. My children are now talking about, like, I never want to go to Chipotle again, right? Or at least that one.
Monday, U.S. Attorney for D.C. Jeanine Pirro vowed to start charging some parents of curfew violators and others using a D.C. code that outlaws contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Parents could face a $500 fine or even potentially 6 months in jail.
Where we can, we will prosecute you aggressively and we will prosecute your parents. And I am not shy about looking for jail time. The people of the district have had enough.
Raphael says he supports what Pirro is doing because he says D.C. should not be a place
where a dad can't bring the kids out to a Nats game and grab a bite to eat after so they can get home.
That's crazy, man. That's sad. That's sad. I mean, that's crazy right there. Then you expect for people not to want to do something after. And then when your kid get locked up, my baby ain't never hurt nobody. He's such a good kid. Yeah, okay. What about this video? Abba-dooba baba beaver. Yeah, exactly. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Mother Russia. Yeah, you guys, y'all not going like this one. I'm talking about, I was like, wait a minute, for real? These drone attacks is happening? And CNN, I'm talking about, they had 14 incidents while he was just on the road with them. This one person, I don't know how much they paying them over at CNN. I don't know what they get paid, 100,000, 200,000. I think this job here is similar to trying to bring all of that stuff over the border, you guys, in a boat. This job right here that this reporter has is similar to trying to be a runner. Why? He's out there in the thick of it with the Ukrainian pow soldiers as drones fly by trying to aim at them. and they taking them down right out, right in the field. Watch this. G-Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Everybody, show G-Man some love for the $2 super chat. Let's go, you guys. Let's show. I want you guys to see this. This is actual drone attack footage.
Of life, but it's about survival, not living. It is safest on foot, under skies ruled by tiny killer drones targeting any vehicle.
They cannot have vehicles because they got drones that fly overhead that target vehicles. This is the Russia-Ukraine WAR, and they're in it in the battlefield right now.
Nets trying to block the horror from
They have nets on the roads so that they can catch the drones before they get down to them. It's crazy out there. So that's one right there. It's like a fly caught in a net, but when you look at it, you realize what it was there intended to do before it got caught in the net.
above. If you can, make the robot your friend, your reporter. The machines are normally the enemy here.
Thank you.
This now, pretty much all over the front lines. Tiny bits of fiber optic cable used to connect drones to their controller can go on for tens of kilometers, stopping the jamming before.
Already in it right now. Pow, pop, right now.
A Russian drone path. The Ukrainians open fire.
Now you hear that? That's the drones coming in. And they trying to pow at the drones because the drones got that pow on it. They got the boom booms on it. So they're trying to hit the drone to get it. Now I gotta zoom up a little bit because there's a couple of things that we can't do. You know why? I'm gonna stay in this for a minute because I really wanted you guys to see this, but it's some stuff can't play. So I got to get past it. Hold on a minute. So he's telling the camera crew, follow him. But he about to be out because he gonna hear it in another place, and now they gonna start dumping at the drone.
Go away.
Ukraine right now, what's going on? Real battle. Now I got to get past this part right here. I'm gonna show you guys one thing first. I'm gonna show you guys this.
And you have to split out because the drone will try and target groups of individuals. Sometimes 1, 2, 3 you find. We're doing Sasha and Bogdan's usual walk along this road.
That road got nets all over the top of it so it can catch the drones.
Between two Ukrainian positions, but it takes 5 hours. We are buzzed by attack drones 14 times.
They got attacked 14 times.
Change every month. Here, looking for loitering drones, they hover low.
There's another one coming. Just so y'all know, there's another one coming. Like every minute, there was 14 of them while he was hanging with them. 14 of them.
Wait for you. A radio warning. The trees aren't just a place to hide, but somewhere the drones can't fly.
The trees aren't somewhere to hide only, but a place that the drones can't fly. Makes sense, right?
Russian drones circle, targeting vehicles, but also dropping explosives on troops. You have to keep moving, though they may swarm around you. The battlefield has completely changed in a matter of a year. Nobody drives cars on this road unless you have to. Nobody drives tanks. That's outgoing artillery.
One coming right now. Dead ass. Right now. Right now.
These robots used for resupply. Up ahead we can see people repairing the nets, a kind of key protection. But these used to resupply food, ammunition, all around the front line.
So they try to use those to get stuff around so they ain't got to push it. But then when the drones see that, boom, because they know it's food and some munitions and good things for them. Again, I told you.
Fire means run again. This is a...
Now they're about to take one down. I want you guys to see after it comes down. It's gonna be they're gonna be pow-powing in the sky. They're gonna take one down, And then all they're gonna do is like throw this thing to the side because they're so used to it. Boom, you see them looking up? Right here, you're gonna start powing at it. They got it.
It may have been a recon drone. Blast. So we are alive. It may have been a recon drone, but flew like a Russian attacker. Down the road is the constant.
So we talking about real action, real situations going on while they out there, right there, yo. Yes, yes, that was, yes, that's not a game out there, y'all. Y'all saw that? I want you guys to see what was going on for watching that. Yeah, I have to leave for a meeting, but I wish you all a blessed day and hope everyone have something positive happening today. Scooter, Ginger, thank you so much. We got to keep on moving. Come on, y'all. You know ain't nobody going to research content like that so that you guys can see what's actually going on in the field out there that they ain't telling us about. That's a good reporter right there. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up because I do my homework too to bring it to you. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. And if you want to subscribe, perfect time to do it. Give me all the money in your pockets right now. Give it up. Or you can just double tap that screen and get those likes up because I'm sure a lot of people would have liked to see that. Let's keep on going over to the Carolinas where police say a man ran across the I-385. Are you stupid? To retrieve a fallen sign. So you out there picketing whatever like that, your sign fall onto the highway. The smartest and brightest thing for you to do is run across the highway to go get the sign. Or is this Bugs Bunny or something? I don't think that that was very smart. Now they're warning people as well as telling them what the sizes or the of the sign should be, because something like that could hurt somebody. What if you driving on a highway and a sign fall on your windshield? Come on now, let's go.
We have a Fox Carolina safety alert for you tonight. An upstate police department now issuing safety reminders after they say a man reportedly ran after a sign across a busy interstate.
And this is something we've been following closely for weeks here on the 10 o'clock news, especially the back and forth about protesters being on that bridge. Well, tonight, Malden police say a sign fell from the Malden Gateway Bridge and onto 385, almost causing a crash. Officers say a man ran across all three lanes of traffic trying to grab the sign. The police say the man was given a verbal warning. Thankfully, no one was hurt. But now police are sending out safety reminders about the Gateway Bridge. Malden police say signs must be smaller than 4 square feet. They say hanging signs over the edge of the bridge is not allowed. And they remind you to never cross the highway on foot, as it is illegal in the state. For more, you can head over to our website right now, foxcarolina.com.
Now that was stupid. I mean, come on, man. What is this, Bugs Bunny? This fool is running across the road. Like, are you seriously doing that? You running across the road? Come on, you guys. Y'all know where we going with it right now. We got to get into it. We got to go there. Because, yes, Robert De Niro, you know, him and Trump, yeah, they going at it, you guys. I got to be honest with you. I like Robert De Niro in a lot of his movies. I've like, what movies, you guys? Come on, let's go there. Let's go to the old ones first. What are the older movies that I like from Robert De Niro? Okay, let's see. Goodfellas. Casino. What's the other one? When he was on that boat and he was crazy and he was got locked up. Cape Fear. Cape Fear was a good movie as well. What do you guys think? Every movie? Yeah, you're right, Ad Rains, Godfather 2, Taxi, Heat. Ooh, Heat was it with Val Kilmer. Yeah, they was gonna try to make that one again. That was dope. Scarface. Come on, man. You know, wait a minute. Was that him in Scarface? Or was that Pacino? Or was that that wasn't him. We're talking about him, De Niro, not Pacino. Pacino was Scarface. Well, let's keep going. Godfather 2. Yes, Taxi. Meet the Fockers. That's the newer stuff. That's right. He has TDS so bad it's like secondhand embarrassment. That was Al Pacino and Scarface. Oh, it was. If you guys know better than me, let me know. The fighting movie. It was the what was that? What was the fighting movie? The boxing movie. That was a really good one too. You guys got some real good history on you. But does it seem like he's changed now? Characters changed once he got a little older, you know? What do you guys think about his political views when it comes down to Trump? Because Trump threatened to deport him after he exposed him on live TV.
And reminds us that he'll use violence against anyone who stands
Raging
in the way
Bull.
of this megalomania and greed. And now he's promising to use our own military to attack U.S. citizens. That's the tyrant he's telling us he'll be.
They have a protest of Robert De Niro yesterday. He was a fool. He said, broken down fool, standing out there. He got maggot. He got maggot yesterday. He got a big dose of it.
Trump took to Truth Social, saying he should be shipped off with Ilhan Omar and Rashid Tlaib, saying they should actually get on a boat with Trump deranged Robert De Niro, another sick and demented person, I believe, with an extremely low IQ, who has absolutely no idea what he is doing or saying, some of which is seriously criminal. How does a man who claims to be a political tough guy instantly lose his mind?
Somebody said he went from Raging Bull to Raging Fool.
The second a Hollywood legend speaks the truth. I'm going to say one thing. Fuck Trump. Robert De Niro didn't just insult Donald Trump. He completely dismantled his psychology on live television. And when De Niro took the fight directly to the courthouse steps, it triggered a panicked meltdown that Trump couldn't talk his way out of. Let's start with how De Niro...
Okay, I just wanted you guys to see the back and forth because that was a breakdown from another video. I just wanted to bring you guys into what he was saying and what the drama is. You guys have a little bit of ideas of what's going on. You've seen the back and forth, and you see Trump actually have responses too. You think Trump will really try to deport him with Ilhan Omar? That's pretty crazy and far-fetched. But guess what, you guys? I don't know about you, but do you remember that commercial? To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seeds bun. To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame seeds bun. Remember that? What sort of hamburger does that make? What sort of burger does that make? To all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seeds bun. But we had no idea that that special sauce could have possibly been. That's right, you guys. That's right. You guys saw it the other day. We got a McDonald's worker who's seen in a viral French fry video who's been charged with new details. Has she been arrested? Has she been locked up? Have they told her to watch her head? We're about to find out right now. You guys don't know about this video? We got a McDonald's worker on fries. I think she was the manager. Someone corrected me yesterday. Who's facing charges now for taking some fries out of the fryer, putting them in her mouth, and putting them into a large serving French fry pack. And we don't know if she served that to anybody. Let's go, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this. 2 all beef patties.
A Massachusetts McDonald's employee is facing criminal charges after a viral video showed her stuffing French fries in her mouth before allegedly serving them to a customer. NBC 10's Brianna Borghi is live in Southbridge. Brianna, when this video hit social media, it rattled so many people. I'm glad you can add some context to it all tonight.
It really did, Glenn. And we did learn today that that employee was actually a manager at this McDonald's. She also allegedly spit in that fry carton before.
So you guys were right. She was a manager.
Actually putting the fries in it. And now we do have the video that's at the center of this investigation. This is the video that sparked a police investigation at a McDonald's in Southbridge. The employee, identified in court documents as Kaylee Marie Santos, is seen stuffing French fries into her mouth and then putting them in a fry carton as a coworker laughs along.
It's very concerning because we all know this is the only McDonald's here.
And she is a manager. That's right, manager. Blue shirt. Somebody straightened me out yesterday. Said, Boogotti, look at the blue shirt.
Here's the video was posted on Santos' private Snapchat story and then recorded using another phone. It's now racked up hundreds of thousands of views online.
A bunch of the people I work with, we went to that McDonald's and now nobody goes there because it's really nasty.
According to court documents, Santos was working as the night manager when she allegedly served the contaminated fries to her ex-girlfriend, who also claims Santos had been harassing her and her new partner. Santos is now charged with distributing food containing a harmful substance. Both she and her co-worker have since been fired. The French...
You want some fries with that shake? Hold on a minute. Let me give you fries a tongue lashing real quick. There you go.
Franchise operator
Disgusting.
saying in a statement, the actions of these individuals are unacceptable and do not reflect our organization's food safety standards or values. Going on to say, the well-being and safety of our Southbridge community remains our top priority.
If you think these can't happen at any place you eat, whether it's a McDonald's or the finest restaurant in the world, don't think it. Because things can happen behind closed doors. So, but I think the person, I think they're going to get a heck of a lesson out of it.
In court paperwork, police did say they dealt with
Someone says that, come on now, that's the only McDonald's in that town. She knew what she knew. She worked there.
Santos before. We did try to reach out to both Santos and the alleged victim, but didn't hear back from either of them. Santos is set to face a judge in June. For now, we're live in Southbridge, Brianna Borghi, NBC 10 Boston.
What somebody, Massachusetts McDonald. What somebody said, I said I didn't want any salt. That's how they take it off. Oh. How about make some new fries and don't shake no salt on there? Oh God, let's see what's up.
Those employees.
Yeah, we're gonna see what's up with those charges though. We got to keep on coming back to that story. And yes, you guys, I always pop out and tell you guys when I'm planning on doing something. So I got nothing to do today. I figured I might as well go and check out some files. Yeah, I'm going downtown and I'm really gonna do it. Sometimes I say, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this, I'm thinking about doing that. Most of the time I do it. Like when I said I was gonna go to that Dykeman fire and show you guys live coverage. This is something in New York. Going today. If it's open, why not? Let's go. What's going on over here? There's got all 3.5 million pages of the Jeffrey Epstein files are displayed at a New York City art exhibit. Might as well pop out and see what's going on over there. It's been up for a little while.
When people come in, they're sort of overwhelmed with how many books, how many volumes, all of the evidence.
Just so you guys know, this real evidence and everything that's basically been on the internet, basically printed into book form.
Late financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein left a massive trail of evidence that the Justice Department released this year online. To highlight the scale of the evidence, a transparency advocacy group has opened up a temporary exhibition in New York City with a provocative name.
This is the Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein Memorial Reading Room. What we've done here is downloaded all of the Epstein files from the Department of Justice website, printed them out, bound them into 800-page volumes, and brought them here for the public.
That's roughly 3.5 million pages of unsealed files related to Epstein.
They end up being about 17,000 pounds.
Well, visitors of the general public aren't allowed to open the files out of respect for the victims.
You're free to take photos and videos of the space as you observe. We just say you don't remove any of the files from the shelves.
Organizers from the Institute of Primary Facts say the first of its kind physical library is intended to represent the staggering scale of Epstein's wrongdoings. The space features a candlelight tribute to survivors of Epstein's crimes and a detailed timeline of President Donald Trump and Epstein's relationship throughout the years. President Trump has repeatedly said he ended his association with Epstein decades ago and denies any involvement in his crimes. Downstairs has an area where visitors can call the Department of Justice to demand the release of all the Epstein files, as well as a wall to leave notes to survivors. Garrett says the public response to the exhibit has been, quote, overwhelmingly positive.
I hope that people, when they come and visit the reading room, they have more context for kind of the enormity of the crimes, the sheer vast number of victims.
The exhibition is open until May 21st.
Yep. Double tap that screen and let's get those likes up. I only got one more day. I gotta go. Let me see something. Let me see. That's tomorrow. Gotta go do it, you guys. I gotta go down there today. It's a good thing that I said that. Why not? Nothing else to do. Let's go. Let's get down there. Make a video. See if you guys might want to pop in and go live. Ask me some questions. Let's see how it looks from the actual inside of it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got to get on over to Florida, where justice. What? Wait a minute. No. No, not this one. Not so soon. Okay. We got a facilitator. Just couldn't keep himself off of the kids that he was facilitating. And yes, you guys, it happens many times. Been arrested in Florida for, and he's been accused of the number 6, battering an inmate. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This is somewhere that you go to serve your time, and you're supposed to have people in there that's supposed to be doing their job. But this one here, he decided to do something else. Let's go. South Florida, Step to the front of the stage, please.
Sexual battery, that's just one of the charges against a former worker at a juvenile justice facility who is now in jail.
Investigators say Jess Delgado, a former employee of the Pompano Youth Academy, which serves teens 13 to 18, was arrested Sunday night, charged with sexual battery of one of the inmates. ABC6's Kim Winters live at the Broward jail with the details. Kim, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, court documents state that the suspect was a care worker and a guardian for the youth inmates, but investigators say that he allegedly exposed himself and had sex with one of the teen inmates.
Delgado, good afternoon. Report does find probable cause.
32-year-old Jess Delgado stood quietly before a Broward judge Monday afternoon. He's now
They make them look so bad when they put those robes on them like that, and then and like those smocks, and they take their clothes away from them. It looks so terrible in front of the judge like that, but he deserves it.
behind bars at Broward Jail, accused of sexual battery of an inmate at Pompano Youth Academy, a treatment program which helps at-risk girls ages 13 to 18. BSO says Delgado was arrested around 10 p.m. Sunday night after deputies got calls about a possible sexual battery at the treatment center. According to an arrest report, the alleged victim, who is 18, told deputies that she had a flirtatious relationship with Delgado, who worked as a guardian for the youth inmates. She told deputies the two would pass each other sexual messages in a notebook, and one night said the suspect allegedly came to her room and woke her up, where he exposed himself and the two had sex. Officials say because the teen is an inmate, she could not give consent to Delgado, who was her direct care worker.
20,000 on count one, 10,000 on count two, no victim contact.
Along with sexual battery, the suspect was also charged with sexual misconduct between detention facility employees and inmates. A spokesperson for Pompano Youth Academy sent this statement, which reads, "The safety of our youth is our top priority. We are cooperating with law enforcement regarding the allegations involving a former employee who has been terminated."
That's right, you guys. What Liberty's saying, we watch all news stations and respect all views on here. Our goal is civil discourse. And if you appreciate the content, double tap that screen on your phone. Let's get those likes up. We can do better than that. We can get those numbers up. Let's go.
And the suspect is being held on a $30,000 bond. For now, we're reporting live in Fort Lauderdale. Kim Wynn, NBC6 News.
Oh boy.
Sexual
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now you're gonna be in the books, in the paperwork. Your pictures are always gonna be there. That's what women need to start doing. When the guys start wanting to date you and get hey, I think you're pretty. I'd like to get to know you. What's your name? What's your first and last name, sir? Hold on a minute. Is this you? I'm good. Yeah, y'all need to start asking for real first and last name and start running these dudes on these sorts of programs right here to see if there's something shanky about them. Staying in Florida right now, we got a salon worker that was charged with misdemeanor battery after a bleach dispute. Okay, you guys, we got a bleach dispute going on inside of inside of a salon. Wonder how this is going to play out. Let's go. I'm not even talking about it. I'm just getting right into it with you.
being recorded. I don't care. I don't care. Just sit down and take sewing out. No, who's paying for this hair that I paid for? Well, tonight our I-team is investigating your rights if something goes wrong at the beauty salon. Customers shared that video of what happened after she complained about the price of services.
I-team investigative reporter Adam Walser is looking into your right to complain and how often the state actually takes action against a cosmetologist's license.
Okay, I'm recording you. You call the police. I don't care. This is assault. I don't care.
This is what happened inside Main Attraction Beauty Salon in Temple Terrace, the self-described home of the $50 weave. The price is advertised on the salon's Instagram page.
You heard that right. $50 solely. You can leave.
You know how that happens. They get you over there for the 50 and start getting nifty with the additives. Next thing you know, you're leaving with $2.99. Oh, the 50 is just for one side. Yeah.
You walk in and walk out with a wholesale lamp for $50.
And it's even posted on the business's front door. But when a customer didn't get that price, a dispute escalated into violence.
You're being recorded. I don't care. I don't care. Just sit down and take sewing out. No, who's paying for this hair that I paid for? Who's paying for it? I'm trying to pay you. I'm not going to be extorted. Get your money in. Let's get.
Yo, you see this? Get your money then. She grabbed her by the hair.
Kathy Monroe, a registered nurse, says she booked an appointment with salon owner Tyrese Bivens.
I called the salon the prior day to ask if they had the same special I had the 2 years prior, and they did.
But after receiving the service, she says Bivens told her she owed her $130 for the weave.
Told you.
Not the $50 she expected to pay. You felt like this was
a bait and switch.
Kathy said when she disputed the charge, Bivens tried to tear out the weave.
Suddenly, my hair was yanked from behind and my neck was yanked all the way back.
Bivens is also caught on camera rifling through Kathy's purse.
She's crazy.
She said, you trying to go in her purse. She said, damn, Joe is. You walking around here with my hair on your head. Now, this is some real janky productions over here. Are you guys catching this?
This woman is assaulting me. Good. You gonna go in my purse and take my property? Exactly what I'm gonna do. Stop assaulting me. Stop it. You know.
It was Bivens, the salon owner, who called Temple Terrace police.
Got some sheriff got her hair done. She don't want to pay. She getting rowdy. She acting crazy. I told her, I'm trying to pay her. I'm just not going to let her. I'm not going to give you 3 times what I thought I was going to give me what you want to pay. You're going to pay me for my price.
Kathy eventually paid Bivens $120.
Do you have any other cash you can give her, make her happy?
No, I'm not willing to be extorted for any more. You ain't being extorted. You walking out of here with a hairdo.
That hairdo didn't last long.
All of this, she pulled out all of this hair here.
Kathy shot another video later that night where she describes pain in her neck and scalp.
I just finished taking the weave out, and yeah, my hair is gone. That's my hair. That's all my hair that broke off and was cut off afterwards.
Kathy says she's keeping her old hair as a reminder of her life before the incident. Records she provided to us show Kathy's doctor wrote that the attack aggravated a prior spinal injury, and a dermatologist diagnosed permanent hair loss. Kathy filed a formal complaint against Bivens to Florida's Department of Business and Professional Regulation, which oversees nearly 300,000 cosmetology licenses. Data from the most recent year available shows DBPR investigated 2,607 consumer complaints, but only 269 cases resulted in discipline. DBPR closed Kathy's complaint, saying in a letter, the matter you described appears to be civil in nature and does not fall within our statutory jurisdiction.
Wow.
This is a matter of public safety. She's still practicing.
Wow.
We did reach Bivens on the phone in our conversation. She called Kathy Monroe a liar, but she declined an on-camera interview.
I'm never going to be the same. Right now I am. I have to wear wigs or clip-ins. Nobody should go through what I just went through. Nobody.
A police report shows Temple Terrace police originally considered felony charges, but the state attorney's office ended up charging Bivens with misdemeanor battery and criminal mischief. That case is still working its way through court.
And who's paying for this hair that I paid for? Who's paying for the
Kathy Monroe says she still lives with the pain, physical and emotional, every day.
She snatched a lot of my hair out of my scalp.
Yeah, that was wrong right there. You shouldn't have grabbed her by the hair like that. You couldn't have, that's the wrong part right there. I understand you don't want her to leave, you want her to pay, but you do not supposed to do stuff like that. It sounds too good to be true, and it's not. It's a civil dispute. The cosmetologist is a punk. Rosemary oil, black tea, and castor oil. She couldn't have grabbed me like that. I'm sorry, says Miss Chocolate. Crazy. That woman's head and neck was hurting afterwards. You can tell everyone, you can't let anybody touch your head now. I know what my mother was talking about, and that she was right. R.I.P. moms, you're right about that. Because when I had braids, I ain't let people play around like that in my head neither. We got 25 more likes to get to 300. Yes, 25 more likes. That would be respectable. We can get to 400. I might just bring the thing down. We can go ahead and get that merch out. So if we can get to 300, you're close to 4. So go ahead, let's get up to 3, and then we work our way up to 4. Then we talk about if I might just go ahead and be settled with giving you guys the merch for 400 likes and 400. So let's see if we can get these merch pieces out. 6 keychains and 6 decals will be coming out. I'm almost ready to say it. Okay, 400. We're gonna be sending 6 and 6 out. Let's see if you guys can get there. Having a little trouble getting to 3. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen. We got to keep on moving forward to what? It's finally here, you guys. Let me ask you guys, do you like fish? How many guys here were brought up on eating fish? Eating like salmon, mackerel, whiting? People that didn't have that much money, we used to like a lot of whiting. I gotta be honest with you. Fish sandwich used to always be whiting. People in the South a lot, what do they have? Like let's say catfish, crawfish, and stuff like that. How you guys for your seafood palates? How many people we have here that like fish? Let's see with a show of hands how many people here actually like fish. And today we're talking about fish and what's good about it. I know a lot of people don't. Somebody says, I hate fish. Okay, Jonathan, you don't have to watch this episode. I got you. I don't like fish or seafood, says Angels. I had my shellfish listening. Okay, catfish, holding in the lab. Okay, what else you got? Whiting every Friday. On Fridays, you know, it used to be fish and spaghetti. There you go. Okay, we have a mixed crowd of people here, and hey, it is what it is. There you go. There you go. I'm from the South, and we love fish and grits. Okay, Ronnie, you and me, just me and you right now. What about sardines and grits? What about sardines? Anybody like sardines here? Come on, anybody like sardines? Okay, I go fishing every weekend because I've decided that I'm not going to be 100% vegan anymore. I'm going to start eating fish and I'm going to start eating sardines and I'm going to make sure that I eat sardines. Yep, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. They're the canned salmon of the world and they're good for you. Believe it or not. Omega 3s, all sorts of good stuff. I get you. I understand. Not my first pick. Please get away from that. That one song. That one song. Those are farmed fish. Stay away from tilapia. I'm begging you. We already did that segment. Please stay away from that. Mackerel. That's funny. It's funny I said it. Somebody been to jail and they had a can of Jack Mac. I've never been there, but I heard about this story before. So guess what, you guys? Y'all know what we're about to do right now. You probably don't believe me, but you guys, you need to start eating salmon at least every day. A can of salmon, you're not going to believe what you can get out of it. Protein, calcium, B12, vitamin D, selenium, phosphorus, taurine, glycose, switch to keto, dopamine. So much, so much. Do you know that eating salmon helps you sleep better? Yeah, you guys don't know this stuff. You guys don't know. You don't believe me, huh? Yes, and sardines are very good with crackers. There you go. So for some people that can handle it, I would like for you to understand that this segment right here is for you. And again, all segments aren't for everyone, and I understand that. But you may want to consider, because you can fry them too. Trust me. Let's get into it. This is what happens if you only eat sardines for 5 days. That's right, you guys. We're going to get back into it with Dr. Eric Berg. I thought it was something that you guys may be interested in, especially when I see stuff like um, the protein, weight loss, happiness, flexible joints, deeper sleep, inflammation. It's all the things that we think about that we try to stay away from. Or either that, if you don't get this, you might need some castor oil or some omegas. We're gonna get into this segment right here, you guys. I understand we got a mixed crowd. Stick around to understand the benefits. Let's get into it. What happens if you only eat sardines for 5 days? That's right, you guys. 300 likes. Can we get them? Let's try to get that merch out because if we can get up to that 400 today, I'm only giving you guys the 400. We'll be sending out 6 keychains to 6 people and 6 decals to 6 people. Let's get into it. One of our favorite doctors, Dr. Eric Berg. Stick around. You're going to be surprised at the benefits. Trust me. Check this out.
Only ate sardines for 5 days. Sardines are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on planet Earth. It costs less than $2 per can, and it's not really even on the radar of many doctors, and definitely not talked about by Big Pharma, because a clinical trial came out on Barcelona that I want to share with you. Roughly, they had 150 people. They divided them in 2 groups. One of the groups just added 2 cans of sardines per week, and the other group did not. And the group that just added 2 cans of these per week cut their diabetic risk from 37% down to 8%.
Cut this. Instead of you don't want to do sardines, you guys try some salmon and leave the skin on. Salmon, salmon, salmon. Let's go for it.
And the lead researcher called this a huge scientific discovery. My question was, what would happen if you added 3 of these cans every single day for 5 straight days? In 1 can of sardines, you have basically 23 grams of protein. Okay, it's high quality protein. You have 900 milligrams of a combination of EPA and DHA. Both of these combined are omega-3 fatty acids. You also have 382 milligrams of calcium. We have 348% of your B12. You have vitamin D. You have selenium, phosphorus, and then we have taurine, which is interesting. I'm going to actually get into that. But of course, all of these right here times 3, because you're eating 3 cans of them per day. And I want to touch just on this right here, 900 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. Do you know what an average American consumes? Roughly about 100 milligrams of EPA and DHA every single day. But if we times this times 3, we're talking about 2,700 milligrams of EPA and DHA.
Now that's a lot of sardines. I get it. I understand that everybody not gonna be with it. Even myself, when I start back, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But the benefits outweigh the nastiness and the taste that you guys don't like. And again, if you don't like them, rinse them off and fry them.
Which will take your levels to a whole new range.
Salmon
And
too.
the things that it can fix are mind blowing. I'm going to get into that. I highly recommend you get the sardines with the skin, with the bones in it, and in extra virgin olive oil.
So I'm gonna flip it for you guys. Order the sardines with the bone in it, with the skin on it. Nice steak chunk. Cook that, okay? Do we have a medium here? But you're gonna miss out on the oils and certain things. But I got you. Come on.
On day 1 of eating just sardines, of course, you're going to have water, electrolytes. If you want to drink tea or coffee, you can do that. If you're going to add some cream, just the tiniest bit of cream. So what's happening in your body? 0 carbohydrates, 0 sugars. The body is going to be starting to burn fat. It's going to be switching over from sugar burning to fat burning starting on day 1. Now, during the process, your body has to burn off the stored sugar. That's called glycogen. That's in your liver. So within the first 24 hours, that's going to be lost. A lot of water is attached to this glycogen. So you're going to lose a lot of water weight initially. And this is why I recommend the electrolytes. Make sure it has potassium and magnesium, as well as sodium. Now, this is a very different type of fast than a prolonged fast where you're just drinking water and taking electrolytes. You're adding a very high density protein food, okay, sardines, with a lot of nutrients. So for most people, this is going to be a lot easier because they're not going to feel weak. They're actually going to feel stronger, and they're getting a lot of nutrients at the same time. And so you could call this a sardine fast. And also, it would mimic something called a fasting mimicking diet, because that diet has shown to produce a lot of benefits. But we're doing the fasting mimicking diet with something that's a lot more nutrient dense than what most people do when they're adding smaller amounts of calories that are not even close to being as nutrient dense as what we're going to do.
Exactly.
So in other words, we're able to mimic the benefits of fasting by consuming a low calorie diet for 5 days.
It's just like you're fasting because you're having a low calorie diet. You guys don't want them raw like that. Rinse them, put them in some bacon. Go ahead and fry them as well. Still getting the benefits. Make sure you try to get them wild caught and not in oil.
The first 2 days might be a little bit rough for some people that have never done this before, because they have to transition into what's called ketosis, which, by the way, is a fuel that your brain will love. But it does take a couple days to get into this. We're making this transition by cutting down the carbs and bringing insulin way, way, way down, so then your body switches over to burning your own fat. Many people never tap into their own fat, okay, because they've never reduced the carbohydrates and the insulin down far enough to be able to tap into the fat. So basically, this is going to be 5 days of pure fat burning, and your body's going to be flooding with very therapeutic ketones. Ketones are byproducts of fat. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, on day 2, for some people that have never done this before, it's going to be a little bit tough, but you'll have a type of hunger called dopamine hunger, which is different, where you want some variety, like you'd want some chips or something spicier or something with different flavor, but you're not going to actually have hunger pains because your body has just started to tap into your fat, and you're actually eating your fat through this whole process. Even when you're sleeping, that's what you're living off of. Because when you don't lower your carbohydrates or your sugars and your insulin, you're basically running off the stored glycogen in your liver. But we already tapped that out. So we're basically tapping into pure fat. So if given the choice, your brain is going to want ketones. So you're going to start to feed your brain these ketones, and you're going to have mental clarity on day 2. You're going to just start feeling like very, very focused. You have more attention. Also, if you have any inflammation in the body, that's going to start to go down.
So yeah, I know we got a lot of people complaining. Oh, sardines, it tastes nasty, and I wouldn't blah blah blah, and da 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 blah blah blah. But yeah, I like the benefits. The benefits outweigh all the complaining to me. Being honest with you.
Because what is in these omega-3 fatty acids is something called resolvins that help turn off inflammation. But to be able to get enough to do that, you have to have high doses. Well, you're consuming literally 2,700 milligrams of EPA and DHA. So you're going to be able to turn that inflammation off. Most supplements, if you look at the amount of DHA and EPA, you're only talking like 200 milligrams.
I'd rather do it with some sardines than be taking ibuprofen or trying to take some other stuff to keep inflammation down or something that's going to hurt my kidneys and my liver. Yeah, for a little while, try to check it out and see if it works. Why not?
Okay, per dosage. So we're doing 2,700. So your inflammation is going to start coming down. So you'll feel looser, you'll feel better, and your sleep is going to be better as well. Now, just as a side note, the mercury question, because a lot of people avoid fish because of mercury. I want to give you some data on mercury in sardines. It's very, very small. It's like 0.013 parts per billion. Okay, if we compare that to tuna, like that's 27 times less. But also realize that you're consuming selenium, which binds with mercury. So you don't have to worry about the mercury problem with sardines. Day 3, this is where it gets interesting. Okay. If you have brain fog, that is going to be completely gone. You're going to wake up feeling a lot different in your head.
So with a doctor telling me something like this, I'm like, for real? After 3 days, I'm going to have clear head? I might be interested in eating a couple of cans of sardines.
You're going to feel more focused because the ketones are fully online and they're going to be feeding your neurons. I mean, if you think about it, 3 days of getting 288% of your daily selenium means your thyroid is converting T4 into T3. So you're going to feel like your metabolism is just working a lot better. And especially for heat, you're not going to feel cold. Even if it's cold outside, you'll go out there and you just don't feel as cold, okay? Because your thyroid is working much, much better. High amounts of omega-3 fatty acids stimulate brown fat. Let me explain what brown.
The more that we can do to stimulate these situations, and I'm telling you guys this as a point of reference, find another supplement. If it's not the sardines, if it's salmon, if it's another fish, understand the benefits before we complain about the taste and little stuff. For instance, me, I don't eat meat. You know how many people complain about, oh, Boogotti, I don't know what I'd do without my hamburger. Oh, Boogotti, I don't know what I'd do about, I hear all that. I hear you. But what can you do? Are you willing to do something for yourself for a little while? I mean, my mom died of diabetes and she got renal failure moving forward. I had no choice but to change my life. Gotta tell you, ignorant people that come down to when it comes down to the ignorance of the so stuck in taste and so magnified by sugars. And I don't mean ignorant in a bad way. I mean non-educated on certain things. Like you got to be able to just force yourself to not do stuff sometimes. To okay, I'm not gonna eat this cake. I'm gonna do this. We're not children anymore. We're getting older. So complaining about what something tastes like, be honest with you, I don't even want to hear it because at this point, you shouldn't even got yourself to the point where we're at now. Or if we're trying to live longer and be healthier, there are some things we have to do that complaining ain't gonna help about. So everybody that don't like sardines and whatever and this and that, I think that the benefits, all this whole damn chalkboard up here, y'all not paying attention to what's going on up here? I'm not telling you to eat 3 cans. He's telling you to eat 1. Eat something like it. Take some of the information, some of the ingredients, some of the benefits, and apply it. That's what I'm really going for here. Let's go.
Brown fat is. Brown fat is brown because it's super concentrated in mitochondria. That's the energy factories. And so when you're stimulating that type of fat, you are wasting a lot of energy through heat. Okay, you're generating heat. So this is not a very efficient thing, but it's a good thing if you're trying to lose weight, because most people with a slow metabolism, it's slow because it's efficient. Okay, it can go longer on a small amount of fuel. There's nothing wasted. But with what we're doing here, we're wasting a lot of fuel as heat. It's just a different way that the mitochondria can deal with this energy. The other big thing is your appetite. You're not going to be hungry. Your appetite's going to be gone because your body is flooded with ketones because you're finally burning fat. Okay, so you are getting fuel 24/7. And ketones do suppress something else called ghrelin, which basically is the hunger hormone. So it's going to suppress that. You don't have to worry about cravings. Now, also your gut. You're not going to have any bloating. If you're used to bloating, that's gone. Your stomach's going to start feeling flatter. I mean, if we compare this diet to doing Ozempic, I mean, it's a lot cheaper. It's more therapeutic and without the side effects. I did a whole video on that topic. So a lot of people ask me, what supplements do I recommend? Now, of course, I'm not biased with my own high quality supplement line, but if you go to Amazon and type Dr. Berg supplements, you'll find more information. Okay, day 4 is the day when this stopped being more of an internal experience and started becoming an external one. Because when you look in the mirror, your face is going to look different. It's going to look better. Your skin is going to look younger. You're going to have a healthy glow because all the omega-3 fatty acids.
I'm sorry. All I keep hearing while he's saying all these benefits is, but I don't like sardines. I hate the way they taste. Ew, sardines. But the benefits don't outweigh that. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm still stuck on it. I'm sorry.
Which basically go into the membranes of all of your cells, including your skin cells. And not just the way you look, the way you feel. Your joints are going to just feel like they're looser because the inflammation just went way, way, way down. You finally turned off the inflammation that's been stuck there chronically. So we're gonna
Inflammation. I used to get it in my foot. I know people that get inflammation and they be limping like this, or they'll walk a certain way. And then you be feeling so bad around that inflamed area. Your muscle might get weak. Feel like you can feel every little thing going on in that area when you got inflammation like that. That's another reason why we were doing all of the workouts and things like that, to keep our blood and our circulation and things moving like that, and to keep on moving and functioning. Also, when it comes down to the circulatory system, it's very important to worry about your veins, oils, and different things like that. So anytime it has to do with something like this, I look at sardines and things of this category as like beneficial to like the veins, circulatory system, and things like that. The fatty acids, the oils, and the things like that, actually giving us direct vitamins right back to us. Also helps out with the skin, oils, and things of that nature. Yeah, a lot of people know the benefits. Don't sleep on sardines. Trust me.
actually have more belly fat loss, less inflammation because you're in such a therapeutic range, and your skin is going to be much better. Now, remember when I talked about this taurine, right? Taurine spikes something called GABA. GABA is the calming neurotransmitter. So this relates to stress. You're going to feel calm. You're going to feel stable. You're going to be able to tolerate stress. You're going to sleep better. You're not going to get that 3 o'clock
All right, Lisa.
night cortisol spike. You're going to be sleeping through the entire night. Also realize that your microbiome is also getting the benefits. It's very therapeutic to put these microbes on fast versus feeding them so many meals a day. They get lazy, they don't do their job. When you go fast, your microbes actually do much better, and you will start to develop more diversity of your microbiome. So your gut is going to be better, and of course the brain's going to get better because they're connected. Now, the big difference between a sardine fast and just a water fast is that with some people that do prolonged fasting, if they're thinner, sometimes they might lose a little muscle, but with this fast, you're not going to lose muscle because you're basically putting now 69 grams of protein in your body every single day. All right, day 5. On day 5, you're probably not going to want to stop because of all of the compounded effects. You have more weight loss, you got a happy brain, your mood is good, you're not hungry, you're not craving anything, your skin's looking good. You literally consume 5,000% of your B12. You have this massive shift of omega-3 over the omega-6 fatty acid ratio by consuming literally 13,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids.
Got to call this one out because it makes a lot of sense. Jolena says, I had blood pressure and was taking 3 medications, and my mother had a massive attack and died at age 44 years old. One thing I also stopped showing that video, my internet video that was in I sent that to you in my intestines. I don't know what you're talking about, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Okay, as far as like when it comes down to family members and being on a lot of different medications, that there is important because my mother was on, like, before she passed, it wasn't 5, it wasn't 7, it was like 10. I literally had a whole different smorgasbord of pills that I had to give her. Not only that, before, like at certain times of the day, she had to take another pill. And sometimes they give you one pill to fight against what the other pill does, maybe gas or something like that. Yes, and and there's so many things that I know about, like gabapentin and certain things like that, blood thinners and all of that. We don't need to be taking none of that stuff. And I'm going to be an advocate for getting healthy before we get to that point. I've already seen it right in front of me. Get in front of it before it happens. Before it happens. And if it has something to do with, oh, that don't taste so good and this and that, and I got to change my diet. How about look at it like this? Let's be fair about it. It's your life. You can do whatever you want. Some people rather, fight a little longer, get healthy, and see how long they can actually live, and then go with that. Because when you're cheating, you're only cheating yourself. When you eat that candy, when you go put all that extra sugar in the coffee with all of that milk and stuff like that, you're not cheating anybody but yourself. So you don't want to eat the sardines? You don't got to. Don't make all the crazy faces, because guess what? There are a lot of other people that'll be totally interested in the benefits. Let's keep on moving forward.
So we have our thyroid working better, flexible joints, hardcore deep sleep, where you wake up feeling awake and bright. But out of all of this, the real big benefit is you're in control of your own body, you're in control of your health, you're able to stick with it. That's a huge win. It's like you're exercising your willpower, which is like a muscle. And each day you do it, it becomes stronger and stronger. So you're basically putting yourself back in the driver's seat of your own health. But
a lot of people can't do it because they'll smell that burger, they'll do this, they'll do that. No, I'm just gonna do that for now. And we get it because it's how we are. But it's the try to get better over a certain amount of time. And again, you guys, don't do any of this stuff without consulting a doctor to make sure that it's okay for you to do it.
Doing this, the ability to say no to junk food is huge. Okay. And a lot of people are controlled by the body causing these cravings and impulses to eat these bad foods. But that's going to quickly go away after you do this. So now you have your body in alignment with your mind so you can actually be successful at this. Like I said before, make sure you do the electrolytes each day. I would probably recommend a B complex. B1 especially is only stored for 4 days. If you have a subclinical deficiency, we don't want you to run out. Same thing goes with potassium and magnesium. Make sure you take your vitamins while you're doing this. Now, anytime you do a prolonged fast, it's always important to come off the eating plan slowly, but you're not necessarily doing a water fast, you're doing a sardine fast. So you probably don't have to put a lot of attention on transitioning off of this too slowly, but I would still recommend that you do it and that you gradually start adding food back into the diet. And for that information, you should watch this video right here where I talk about prolonged fasting.
Basically, how to come off of fasting and the right way to do it. There's levels of coming off of fasting. What you introduce back into your body, the way that you start building the vitamins back up, liquids and things of that nature, what sort of grains and different things that you want to start introducing back to the body, because you've already fasted. You already cleaned all of that crap out. You don't want to build back up on a burger or McDonald's. Oh, I fasted. Now I'm going to grab. Nah, you don't do it like that. You want to keep on putting good things in your body to build up off of that, not fast and then go right back to the old meals again. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I hope you got something out of this. And again, you don't want to use sardines. You can alternate for salmon at different times and different things. Let's keep on moving forward. And also, if you guys like that, what do they call it? Sushi. Really gonna go for it right there because you're really gonna get it in the raw form. Let's keep on moving forward right here. We got what happens if you only eat sardines for 5 days. Yeah, sardines, believe it or not. What happens if you only eat sardines for 5 days? Dr. Eric Berg, DC. This will be in the link in the description in our Discord. So go on over to Discord and join our bottom line on Discord every single day. We make sure that we put these videos in our Discord so that you guys don't have to go looking for them. We'll have them there right there for you to see when you're ready. That's right. Let's double tap that screen, get those likes up, because that was, yes, our health and wellness section for today. And I'm hoping and praying that you guys got a lot out of that. But I got a little warning coming up for you right now as well. Let's keep on moving forward because it ain't over. Got a situation here. Didn't like this at all. Didn't like this at all. And this is a pre-warning for us. And I know we know better. But I just found out that a puppy was left inside of a car yesterday and was rescued by police. 40 minutes inside of the car, and the windows were cracked a little bit, not meaning too much depending on where you're at, especially if you're in Florida and you leave your dog inside the parking lot. I don't think that that's right. And I also think that dogs should be able to come inside the Walmart too, if they don't already have an exception. Puppies especially, that's right. Now we're going to keep on moving forward because we got a situation where a puppy was found left inside of a car for 40 minutes. Luckily, somebody called the police. And guess what? The owner got arrested. I didn't know that they were locking up people in Florida for this. They don't even lock up parents for what their kids do. But in Florida, they'll lock you up for leaving your dog inside of a car. Check this out, y'all.
Be locked inside a hot car in Lake County. And this woman is accused of leaving the dog while she went shopping. Fox 35's Alexis Clevenger is joining us live now. So, Alexis, it was like 90 degrees today, and we're told that the windows were barely cracked.
Yeah, that's right. And right now it's 88 degrees, and it can get even hotter inside your car. Take a look. Parts of our car are reading at over 120 degrees. Now imagine sitting inside that for 40 minutes. Well, that's what police in Lady Lake say happened to one puppy. Inside this car, a pup is scratching at the glass, just trying to breathe.
Oh, it's pretty warm. It's pretty hot.
By the time Lady Lake police officers got there, they say this puppy had been trapped for 40 minutes.
Poor
No
baby.
shade, windows barely cracked, essentially an oven on wheels.
Oh.
This one don't want to open. Here. Come on. It's hot here. Come on. Come on, Woods. It's pretty dangerous temperature for the dogs, especially, the temperature rises so quickly in vehicles.
They didn't waste any time. Body camera video shows them getting.
Yes, hot topics, current news, entertainment, all in one. Boogotti, sure to make you laugh and inform. Welcome to Our Bottom Line, hottest morning news show daily, 6 a.m. until. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's double tap that screen. If you're a dog lover, can you believe this? A puppy.
Getting the door open, scooping her up, and hauling her straight into the air conditioning of their patrol car. She drank a whole bottle of water almost instantly. While she was cooling down, police say her owner.
And she a good girl. Look how cute she is. She a little baby. Don't do that. Look at that.
Janice Morjon.
Look at wise eyes.
Excuse. She allegedly told police she was only in the store for 30 seconds and the line was long.
Turn around. We're going to arrest you for animal cruelty. That's just cruelty. You want to sit in that hot car for as long as that?
He said, I'm gonna arrest you for animal cruelty. She said, how is it cruelty? He said, you want to sit in that hot car?
Police didn't see it that way. They arrested her for animal cruelty. Chief Steve Hunt says it's simple. If you're in Florida, your car can hit 110 degrees before you even get through that long line.
Watch your head. Yeah, and I guarantee you that dog ain't got to worry about nothing because if you don't go get him, somebody going to get that pretty puppy. Trust me.
And this puppy got lucky because a stranger saw something and called 911.
What could have happened, death of an animal, or even, even children. It's just such a dangerous thing to think of. So we're hopeful that people will be more mindful and be responsible.
And Chief Hunt is urging dog owners, if you don't have to bring them out, leave them at home, especially in this Florida heat. Reporting live, Alexis Clevenger, Fox 35 News.
Yeah, you guys. Why be like that to our animals, especially the dogs that love us so much? Look at that lock up LOL. That's right. Watch your head. Look at that, you guys. Everybody want to see her get locked up. Look at that. Everybody. Jesus died on the cross for sins. That's right. Right. Looks like no, that wasn't a lab. That was a pit bull puppy. If only going to leave your pup in the car, just leave them at home. Temps in Florida are way too hot at this time of the year for that. Okay. Okay. It's dangerous to leave dogs in cars. Tony Wright says, you wouldn't leave a child in the car. Why would you leave your pet in the car like a child too? That part of your family. Okay, exactly. She belongs in prison for animal cruelty. Right. She could have left him at home. Okay, y'all not playing about these dogs. People don't have good sense. Okay, Miss Keisha. Okay, I hear you. Let's get on over to this situation right here, because sometimes when people do step up and they try to save animals, the love of an animal will make him not want to leave his best friend. You guys ain't gonna believe this. This is the story of Machete. Yes, the machete, like the knife. The sad part about it is his terrible owner named him that after cutting him with one. Yeah, Machete was cut as a puppy. That's his name now. And he was hurt, but he would not leave his best friend until help came. That's one thing about dogs. They can be down and out. As soon as they see you, they still try to wag their tail. What is that? What is that in them that makes them just so undying and just so loyal like that and just makes them so loving? It's got to be the fact that you flip their name, they definitely are derived and they came from God. They're God's gifts to us. Dogs are just so special. I just feel so sorry for them when I see them being treated like this.
The police believe that a human cut him and named him Machete. Good Samaritan was just walking by a field and saw Machete, looking incredibly injured, and they knew he needed immediate help. Even though he was in really rough shape and couldn't walk very far, his buddy, the dog laying down, wouldn't leave him behind. And even after the police came, he wouldn't leave his best buddy's side. They put both the dogs in the back seat as close as they possibly could be and escorted them to their second chance at life. Once Machete arrived at Los Adoptables, he desperately needed his wounds to be cleaned. Because he was clearly in pain, and since humans have been extremely cruel to him in his past, they didn't know if he was going to be aggressive. But he quickly trusted and loved every single human he came in contact with. He then went into surgery to get his
He looks like he was just about to give up.
wound stitched up. Veterinarian found even more evidence of people attempting to hurt him. He shaved his head so that they could stitch it back up and it would heal cleanly. As his wounds healed,
And he looked like he was crying too.
Shelter staff found creative ways to keep his stitches covered, and he loved the attention. Now, several months later, he has made a full recovery on the outside and the inside, and he's ready to show you how handsome he looks. He is so gorgeous now and extremely grateful to everyone who helped him on his journey.
And I know how you guys felt in the beginning. I know how you felt. You didn't want to see that. You didn't want to see what he was going through. But my thing is, I knew that it was going to be different for him at the end. I got to let you guys understand something, and I need you to see those dogs when they hurt like that. Reason being is because I want you to be able to have compassion even still while they're hurt like that, while they're going through things like that. We already love them. I know you do. I know you love dogs, and I can tell, especially the people that say I can't see nothing like that. You'll be the first one spending money or doing something to try to help that dog. That's why you need to understand and know what's going on out here. And I swear to you, they need more people like you, the ones that turn away and can't handle that. Because it's nothing but love, and you just can't understand that, right? So that shows that they need more people like you. Just keep on moving, you guys. And look at what love did. I keep on telling you guys, love is no joke. Love is no joke.
To keep his stitches covered, and he loved the attention. Now, several months later, he has made a full recovery on the outside and the inside, and he's ready to show you how handsome he looks. He is so gorgeous now and extremely grateful to everyone who helped him on his journey. His buddy is also healed, been taken care of, and is available for adoption through Los Adoptables. Miraculously, Machete doesn't hold any grudges. He's a happy-go-lucky dog who loves exploring and going on adventures, but most importantly, showing love to all his people. Machete is available in Baja California through Los Adoptables, but is
Machete is available in California. So if anybody feeling bad and want to give them a better life now, Machete available. We promote dogs over here. We promote where they at and everything. Y'all want to hear that again? Come on.
Machete is available in Baja California through
Baja California.
Machete is available in Baja California through Los Adoptables, but is also available to be transported to San Diego, California. He's more than ready for his forever home.
Okay, special thanks to Los Adoptables, LOS Adoptables, at losadoptables.org. Los Adoptables, that's LOS. There you go. And yeah, we love dogs. Yeah, we sure do. We don't play around when it comes down to dogs. And yes, sometimes I got to let you guys see that so that you can see the stuff that people are doing out there to our animals. That's what my mother used to say. My dogs, my animals. She used to claim them, all of them, every single one of them. Ma, if you up in heaven, I know you are looking down on me. I'm continuously moving and getting your message out and making sure that people don't play around and mess around with your dogs, because I know that you don't play like that. My mother walk up to a pit bull and say, "Give me that dog." The boy be like, "Yo, how your mother doing that to my dog?" Because that's how she is, and dogs know love. Amen. Send a big shout out to everybody here. If you got dogs, I got nothing but respect for you. People got 2, 3, 4. I see you, Miss Swanza. I saw your dogs the other day. Miss Swanza got 3 of them. That's a whole bunch of love right there. She said, "You know what I want to be surrounded by love. That's what I want to be." She can't even turn around without getting licked or kissed. Right, Miss Swanson? How many you got, Miss Swanson? She got Cane Corso, she got a Pit Bull, and she got a little, and she got a cat. I see what I'm saying? That's when I really know from certain people that they say they'd rather be around animals than people. I trust dogs more than people. First of all, they ain't got no pockets. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You guys, y'all love animals the way that we do. Please show support to the Dodo as well as any one of your local shelters or anybody that's fostering. You may not be able to foster a dog, but you can donate dog food, you can donate money, you can actually go to shelters and help out, or you can actually go to therapy places and say, "Hey, any dogs need some extra help getting their therapy done?" And you might be able to help out that way. A little bit of donations, everything helps out, you guys. We're a community, not just for the kids, but for the animals too. Yes, and cats rule the roost as well. Cats, dogs, birds. Yeah, look at that. 3 dogs and 1 cat, she said, and the 1 cat, and the cat runs the show. Look, Jeffrey said, "Does the cat run it?" She already said that. She told me that before. Look at CJ the cat. You know we love cats, CJ. And CJ, we've been owing you a keychain and decals for at least 3 months. Everybody, tell CJ to go ahead and send a mailing address. Tell CJ to send a mailing address, because CJ is here sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning and the show don't start till 6. I'm like, what the? Yeah, CJ be around. CJ, you family over here. I want to get you some merch. Come on, let me send it out to you. CJ the cat, I'm talking about sometimes I go put the post up today. CJ he'll be like, "CJ's up in here." Real representative and real family member. Nothing but love for you, CJ. Send your send your mailing address to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. We owe you some merch, buddy. And if we didn't get up to the 400 today, we're going to try tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. You know why? Because I ain't going nowhere. We're going to be right here to keep on doing what we're doing. This is our bottom line. You know what I'm about to tell you guys about right now? Yes. Let's get this out the way first, because I want you to stick around. It's coming up. We got the Show Your Talent search that's coming up in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And any one of you guys want to be a part of the talent show where you could win, boom, $250 in each borough. All you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's right. You want to get lit? Tell them, Miss Swanza. If you want to get lit, drink Big Drip. Go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. All you got to do is put your email address in the slot. I'll keep you updated Well, they'll keep you updated on where we're going to be with the in-stores. Myself, DJ Don Dada, and you guys pull up, taste the drink, and see if you could win $250. After we get everybody together, all the boroughs and one person here, we're going to let one person come back as the winner and see if they can get that $1,000 grand prize. That's right, you guys. It's the Show Your Talent Search, sponsored and brought to you by Big Drip Hard Punch. Want to be a part of it? First page, website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, and put your name in the contact slot, and we'll keep you updated. It's hot, so let's go ahead and get it over with, you guys. What we about to do? We got to get those prayers in the air. I got to pray for my people here to make sure that we have a fantastic day. Make sure that you guys get out of here safe. Make sure that the God knows that He is love, and we understand and we appreciate every single day that He gives us, and we respect Him, and we know that there is no higher power. There you go, you guys. You know how that go. Also, want to pray for good health for my friends as well as my family, everybody here under the sound of my voice watching us on this video chat, every single person here, good health, happiness, understanding, and please, consideration and compassion for each other. And you know what always conquers all? That's why I use the word so much. When I watch those healing videos, I always talk about love. There you go. That's what we're praying for. Praying for Casey, my brother, liberty and justice. Adam as well. Amanda, we can't forget about praying for you. Jeffrey Spilker as well as Winter Rising. Wise Eyes, thank you so much. Liberty and justice. Rock the whole show. Hope you had a good one, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Batty Lynn, thank you for always checking in and making sure I'm good on my audio. Miss Keisha, Miss Swanza, Bright Streets, Batty Lynn, Miss Swanza, G-Man, Jolena. Okay, Angels Among Us. Can't forget about my brother, Casey Ramos. I hope you're good. Guy and Elsa, Batty Lynn, Audrey, Miss Swanza, Flavor Talk X Works, 9150. There you go. Shannon Hansen, thank you so much for sticking around and always showing love. Ad Range, Jelena, Miss Swanza, Liberty and Justice. Can't forget about 55 Coffee Group, Miss Lisa Roy. Can't forget about Terry. Can't forget about Teddy, Jack Be Real, Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno, Miss Swanza, Batty Lynn. Who else we got? Flavor Talks, I said you already, but let's get some people that's not here. Let's get to Luigi. Can't forget about Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Teddy. Okay, I know you just left. Terry. Also, let's see, Coin Collective. Can't forget about Flavor Talk TV, Luigi. Also, not last but not least, let's see. Can't. Let me try to grab one, try to get one out of my head. Dot Focus. Got you. Dot Focus. Miss Keisha, Miss Swanza, what's that? Celestine, yeah, and Littlefoot's happy belated birthday. Littlefoot's birthday was yesterday, and I hope you had a good birthday yesterday. Yes, Miss Coffee House, Lisa Roy, Miss Swans and Batty Lynn, Miss Keisha, can't forget about you too. Oh, wait a minute, Professor 8377. Amen. That's right, you guys. Y'all know what it is. It's hump day. It's hot outside. It's time to go experience some of that vitamin D. Get some of it on your skin. Get some air. Breathe up. And you guys, y'all know what I'm about to tell you, right? Make sure that y'all be safe out there. Keep it serious and make sure y'all watch out for the teenagers wherever you're at. I'm not trying to put any fear in anybody, but I want you to be able to make it from point A to point B and make it home safe. Pay attention if you're on subways, buses and things like that. We got a lot of people that's going to be acting out this summer. We're expecting it. And I want you guys, my family, my people, my friends to be safe. So I'm not trying to fearmonger, but I do want us to be on point. Arguments, we ain't going for it. We're not getting into arguments. Road rage, let them win. Our goal, get home to your family and be safe. You ain't got to win every argument. How about that? Because we care about you and we want to see you tomorrow for Thursday to keep it going right here on Our Bottom Line. Because y'all know what I'm about to say, right? That's right. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on hump day, I appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you got a lot of information and hope you guys are straight. So let me get busy and get some more trending topics, current events, and much, much more. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? And last but not least, go on over to Discord and download Discord if you don't have it and be a member of Our Bottom Line Discord. This does not stop. We keep it moving on Discord. Great community all day long. Trust me. Go join the Our Bottom Line on Discord. That's all you got to do. With that being said, y'all could have went anywhere, But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on hump day, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock, same place, get 'em. Peace.